very happy. I give him lots of pats and I give him extra food when he's sad.
Unsaid. Cool. So, you guys continue along the path to the south, along the road.
On the road.
Yep.
On the road
As you're
again.
traveling, Solara's actually kind of... She doesn't like standing on the road. She much rather stays off into the forest and off onto the side. She also doesn't move anywhere near as fast as she was when she was leading you around earlier.
Yeah, these woods are new to her.
That's elf's problem. They're very weird.
Yeah, you say that, huh?
Well, I am aware myself. I am very strange, but she is much weirder than anyone I have ever seen in my days, and I have seen many people.
That's fine. I like her.
Oh,
It's
like,
definitely helped out of her many, many binds.
Definitely see them as a comrade. Yes, just I find their behavior very confusing at times.
They'd almost tried to burn down the forest.
Do that. That was an oversight on my part, but in my own defense, I had not expected the fire to spread in that direction. But let's not get into specifics here.
Yeah, we'll not worry about this. Minor details.
Yeah, you just
Yes.
expected the fire to go, I don't know, downwards into the ground? That makes sense,
Somewhere.
right?
Heat rises. It should just go into the atmosphere.
Yeah, right into the leafy trees.
Yeah!
Maybe it was a design oversight thing.
There's a few things that were overlooked.
Few factors were not taken into consideration. Either way, I think we should just keep walking.
Alright.
So you guys move forward kind of slowly, actually. You're told that this travel is probably going to be a little over 2 weeks. And you can't really tell that there's too much in between here and there. There looks like a couple of towns. One is only a few days away.
Hi,
Uh,
there.
Oh,
Hello.
hi. How's it
Yeah.
going?
Hello, goat.
Good. How are you guys?
Awesome.
I am doing as well as I probably could be doing.
That sounds good. Maybe, I think.
It's good.
What
doing-
the heck is going on today?
Oh, we're on the road.
We're playing D&D. Care to join us?
I would. Can I have some backstory or something to what's happening?
oh, wait, that's right.
I shall tell you a bardic tale.
I will allow you to interact with the shopkeepers because you didn't have a chance to yet last time, but if everybody else can regale her on
Oh,
what
that's
happened.
right. We did hit that little...
So, basically, your party was doing whatever it was doing, and then I, the glorious Globbob, came into your lives and made it 10 times better, 15 times better.
You sound like a Khajiit.
Yes, that is kind of the accents that I put on Globbob. I am the most glorious goblin that ever lived. Bard goblin, by the way. What had happened was, after I met up with the party, we went towards the town. We spent some time there. Went to an inn. Bought
I
some
think you're
things.
missing the most important part about Globbob.
Oh, what is the most important part?
Oprah.
Oh, right, I forgot to mention, yes. Globbob is accompanied by a mastiff dog. He is the best boy ever.
Is this the dog that you guys were talking about fucking in the D&D campaign?
Oh, yes.
No.
We don't talk about that.
Why would we
Alright.
talk about such things? We're adults here.
All grown men and women and children.
I'm actually unsure about that.
This is good enough.
We didn't check for IDs at the door, so come on.
Yeah. Well, we're not talking specifics here or anything.
But yeah, we ran into a market, we ran into Stonehowl's brother, and we're...
Now heading towards them at a modest pace.
You turned in the head of Snivy.
We did do that as well.
Yes.
Snivy
He
might
was
be
turned
a
into a
fake.
sock puppet.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
He was
No,
also-
go... What was right there for part of the sock puppet?
I was there up until the new goblin showed up.
Which is like the beginning.
The very
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. System had a good time with, Scratch had a good time with her husband. It
Right?
was... Yeah, it was... Oh, what is it, So, you know, she did her puppet thing and pretended that the Snivy was talking to the lady who does the bounties, and... Got a chuckle out of her.
Well,
Oh my god.
the one that was kind of more or less the secretary, like that's not what she was, but that's a good way to describe it. Because she wasn't actually inspecting and she wasn't a part of the White Guard.
She was just working the desk.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time. Ended up being kept up for a good part of the night with Scratch banging on my door trying to show off her dresses.
That's cute.
It was very cute, however I slept perfectly.
And yeah, we did some shopping and got ripped off a little bit, and
Did you guys make
lot
any
of-
money from the thing you did?
Yes, they did. System should have your part of the share on his sheet. I said you guys are handling it, and he figured it out. I'm not sure which it is. I think it's like 320 for you. I forget.
360. And it was a little bit less for Solara.
Well, Scratch is handling the money anyway,
Yeah.
so.
Yes.
We'll let her divvy that out.
But they did also visit two shops. First, they visited a shop that says magic, and then a shop that said supplies.
I would probably spend all my money trying to copy as many spells as I could. I'm gonna work out how much that is.
Actually, we're gonna have to roleplay that a little bit.
Are we?
So you walk into the magic shop. There's actually some beads along the door, and there's, you know, it's got the scent of incense and a whole lot of other things going on. Definitely some different types of smells here and there. A little smoky in here. But there is a woman at the counter. She introduces herself. Hello, my name is Minerva. How can I help you?
I'm gonna say hi, I'm Woe. I'm just looking for some magic ink so I can copy some spells.
Oh, I've got plenty of ink. How much do you need?
I don't know, I'm still working it out.
I believe it's 25 gold per page, and it's like a page per spell level. I believe.
It's 50 per spell level to put it down, including ink.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out what I can do. I'm sorry.
She says, well, how many pages worth do you need?
So is it like a spell per page, or is she able to like put more than one spell on a page if it fits?
It's basically a spell per page, but several spells will take more pages.
Ah, okay. So one
Higher
spell
level
might.
spells take up more pages.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hold on. We gotta guess.
Yeah. Please do.
There we go. Hi.
There we
System.
go.
Hello, system.
Hello there.
Can I show her the spells that I'm trying to copy down and tell her, like, these are the ones I'm trying to look at? I'm not sure how much ink it would be.
Hello there.
She kind of raises an eyebrow. Are you relatively new at scribing spells, then?
Sort of, but it's fine. Gotta work on it, gotta learn.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. My magic comes naturally. I'm not as proficient with it. But if we can sit down here, which spells specifically do you want? And we'll see how much ink we can get you.
Everything but the 3rd level ones?
So that was like... how many?
1, 2... I've already got Expeditious Retreat. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Jeez, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get as many as I can.
I could pitch in a little bit on gold if you want some woe.
Glumbob has extra gold as well.
I don't mind pitching in a little bit.
I just need to know how much it costs for us, because I have no idea.
Yeah.
So we've got how many spells we're looking at? 11?
Jesus.
Yeah.
And are those all level 1, or are there level 2s in there too?
There's
Let's just say
There's
there's a
5
lot.
level 1s and 6 level 2s.
God damn.
Well, this is a lot of inks. I'm not sure I have that much worth of it.
I just want as much as you can give me.
I got 100 gold. I'll pitch and go. Or woe.
If I need it. Thank you.
Who's a goat?
Sorry, I guess technically she... Wait. Yeah, she would be offended, technically, if I called her a goat.
Yeah.
That is very harsh of you, Annie. Shame on you. Although I do not actually know this companion of yours, they have been very quiet.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little nervous when I meet new people.
Oh, don't worry there, Glumbob. She's a natural treat, a one-of-a-kind angel, the best person you'll ever meet. Obviously better than my daughter Annie. She has never once called me a snitch.
Yes, I apologize for my short-sightedness.
There's a slip of a tongue!
Giggle.
Yeah, and now my feelings are slipping.
Well, I have enough inks
Please, Mom, don't
for...
lock me in the closet.
I have enough inks for 10 pages, and I can sell you all of those materials for about 600. That's
Oh,
my
I can do that.
entire stock.
Well, then I'll take your entire stock, I guess.
Oh, cheers, goat.
I didn't spend much money before game because it costs a lot to scribe stuff, so I have... Heck, what did I have before?
Just imagine, like, the lady puts the ink down and just, whoa, just reaches in, hugs the whole pile away. Thank you.
I also specialize in identifying magical items. That'll be 75 gold apiece if you happen to have any.
I don't think I do, I'm sorry.
We did scratches.
I got a knife that does things that I still don't know because I did not write them down, sadly.
Oh, Scratch, how much money do I get from the thing?
Oh yes, it was. We didn't give Solara any, right?
Nope,
Correct.
so we got that to divvy up too.
So then you will get 306. 306.
Awesome. So that's... I have 796 gold.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
We're about to spend 600 of it.
Yep. I will hand over the gold.
Do you need any health potions?
Um...
Free.
Yes, we did actually pick up a lot of potions. The Royal Alchemist came through recently, and that's what a lot of your friends ended up picking up.
Yes. Ye.
How much are each of them?
What kind of potion would you like? Or just general health potions are 50 gold apiece?
Just general. Could I grab 2 of those?
Okay.
And
So she goes and she takes the inks and stuff and the vials and she puts them very carefully in a nice cloth bag for you.
I will hand over the gold because that's how transactions work, and I'll say thank you.
I just imagine she's just having this awkward moment of like, such a cute,
Smart.
adorable, timid little blow.
I have it on my personality trait. I am horribly awkward in social situations. And I'm gonna try and leave and say goodbye without it being weird.
Try as you might, it's just a little weird.
Should she roll for performance to not make it weird?
Thank you for your time.
Just kind of robots out.
I will now exit your shop.
I really like this merchandise that I have purchased.
You got a marvelous shop here. I like it.
There was also the supplies shop that they stopped at. Did you want to pick up anything there?
Actually, I want to go there too.
Nope, you already had your chance.
Yep.
Damn it!
How many days were we in that cave?
Oh,
2?
3?
Technically, we left the cave at one point and went to another one.
Yeah.
So, 1 day in one cave, then we left, and then 2 days in another cave.
Scratch picked up ropes.
Excuse me.
Ropes.
And then you took another day to get back into this town.
Yeah, that's what the third day
Oh.
was.
Yeah.
We're using rations in this game, right?
Oh, we picked up
Yes,
a bunch.
you should be.
How much are they?
Guess I'll talk to the shopkeeper.
Going to the supplies shop. He goes, we don't really have anything for trail rations. We've got some meat and some breads, but those might go bad. But I'll sell them to you.
I thought I cleared out his stock.
Yeah.
We went back in time, okay?
Okay.
It's rewind time.
How much would like just like a couple bits of bread and cheese be then?
Oh, 7 silver? That sound good? That's fair? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give him a gold for that because I don't want to do math.
Oh, okay. He makes sure to stuff
Oh,
He puts out an extra loaf of bread.
extra fresh
you.
loaf at that. Damn.
Not stuffed. Wow.
He is just as, he's a little nervous about these transactions, though.
He's waiting for us to mug him. I'm pretty sure it's exactly
Yeah,
what's...
he's he's not eyeing you guys, but he doesn't take his eyes off of anybody. Like, keeps looking around at everyone as this is going on.
Come on, what's so weird about 2 goblins and a dark elf?
Strap is going to weave every time his eye passes over her. Ah!
Oh.
I think that's all I need.
We went to the tavern as well. I wasn't sure if you wanted to grab a meal to go or not.
Nope, that's fine. You guys grabbed that already, so.
Okay, so we got that all. I also still have Nana's canned stew.
Yes.
Hopefully that's still good.
That is,
We should eat it probably on our next stop.
you should probably eat that soon.
Yeah. It's been a couple days. Like 3 days.
Yeah.
Reheating it good should work. Okay. That it for you?
Is that it then?
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on from town, does everybody want to fill in what happened outside of town?
Ended up fighting ugly, rotting pups. And a bird.
And a bird?
A giant...
Looked a lot like Ridley.
Just, was it a demon? Solara called it a demon?
Solara described it as a demon.
I can tell you one thing. It was ugly.
As she was.
It smells very bad and it spit poison.
It was so ugly, in fact, that it looked something like this.
That's what I said. Ridley.
Very, very ugly bird. Yeah, so we were attacked by that,
And I have a few of its claws, apparently.
Yep, and its head.
Yeah, I have its head, claw, wings.
That you had to do constitution rolls to not hurt yourself to get.
Several of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, one
Worth
wing
it.
was intact, so.
Well, now-
One wing or another. I will find my references.
Now we have to throw out the whole damn system.
Aww. So
Oh, damn, my music stopped.
Oh no.
There we go. Now my music started, so now we can start.
nice. Nice.
And,
Nope. Yeah.
and yeah, so we fought that bird thing and some hellhounds, and I don't know if that's what they're called, but
A heralding battle.
I'm pretty sure they were.
Hmm?
I'm pretty sure they were all female because they were bitches.
Back up that claim.
you know what? Actually, I'll just open up a beer for that one.
They were indeed.
Oh yeah, I did have a beer that I wanted to consume sometime here.
I was trying to
Glug,
save
glug,
them for
glug.
later, but yeah, I'm sorry.
I generally do mixed drinks, but a friend of mine actually gave me a beer. I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna like it, but I'm gonna try it.
What you get?
It's called Dragon's Milk.
Oh, you're not gonna like it.
No, I'm not gonna like it.
Dragons ain't got no titties.
Yeah, that poster.
Wow.
That's not the kind of milk they're going for, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand.
ooh.
It's not a very good beer. It really is.
It's the pee-pee juice. Okay.
It's a little thick.
Just
One way or another.
so you guys are wandering along the road here to the south. Did you guys actually tell Goat why you're going to the south?
Oh, we're delivering a message for Stonehowl's brother.
We're disposable.
Yeah, that too.
Yes, we're being. No, wait. Yes, we are being messengers.
We
What
got
an
this fancy.
adventure.
We got this fancy schmancy letter from a nice-looking orc fella, and then he told us to go to some weird place down south, give it to a church, collect the goods, and then chill out.
Well, hopefully they'll have some answers on my flu. I was told there was a lady there that could possibly help me.
I believe his name was something along the lines of Rukta? Some sort of Stonehowl clan, you know, them.
Yeah. Yep, that is what it is.
I'll take notes.
Yeah, I was
No,
triple checking
that
mine.
beer's not as bad as I was expecting.
What did you expect, actual piss water?
Yeah, actually.
I-
You know
I
what?
hate beer. I
Thank you.
drink this, but it'll take me all freaking night.
I'm glad somebody else is on my side when I say I hate beer, because it's a weird thing.
I
Yes.
hate beer so much.
Yes,
Okay,
having never
okay.
drank beer, I despise it.
You know what? Have some good taste and have some tequila.
No, God,
Candy
no.
is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
Vodka is the quickest way to a Russian man's heart. Yeah, that or a bullet.
Actually, I found that Russians enjoy whiskey. At least our Russians enjoyed whiskey.
Well, vodka's technically a whiskey.
Well, they didn't drink Pacific Lady vodka, they just
Yeah.
preferred the whiskey bottles.
I think they've had
I'm
enough of
just
that.
saying.
Yeah.
Hey, yo there, Victor. They have fancy drink here instead of vodka. I will try that. Wonderful. Slav squat.
I loved our
Lord.
Russians. Our Russian Nick had the biggest grin at all times. The perkiest man. I liked him. I miss him. He also had a horrible sense of humor about fingerling potatoes. They were Chernobyl potatoes.
After this session, I have to send you back my sheet because I changed just one thing, but I didn't actually adjust all my modifiers from it.
Yeah, I think you had some issues sending me yours, didn't you? Or was that somebody else?
That was, I think, Aura more likely than me. Either that or, Globba with his 3 trials.
That would probably be Globba.
The trials of Globba.
But were very intense, but no, everything is settled, easy peasy.
Yes.
Basically, all my dex is at a 20 in dex, but I have all my stats for when I had 18 in dex. So that's just it, okay?
Okay, so you just swapped the other one into deck.
Yeah, I'll just fix that up and send it to you just after today's session.
Anyways, yeah,
Onwards!
that's fine. Excuse me. So, that's... Well, the trail is,
Cold!
No, it's not that cold. It's, actually kind of nice and temperate out.
I'm gonna
There's,
still keep my
some
hood over my head.
Wildlife that's kind of going along the sides and everything.
Oh yeah, also, whoa, I no longer have my necklace of death.
Oh, yeah, you gave that to a gift.
Yeah, Solara has it now.
Yeah.
And she is wearing it.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, but on me it ain't. I see how it is. This favoritism based on racial prejudice is very much prevalent in modern society.
The obvious.
Have
Very much
terrible
so.
taste in jewelry.
When it starts getting late, you actually start to notice a bit of a change in the trees. And this actually starts to get more of a swampy type area. When Solara decides, it's time to rest now. Might be worse tomorrow.
Is the ground soggy?
No, it is not.
Alright. If that's the case, I am going to set up a perimeter with some noise traps basically around the Space versus camp. You guys cool with this?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and gather up some wood and get my tent up.
Okay.
This is as good place as any. Me and Oprah will settle down.
I'll gather up maybe some leafy branches if Oprah, I guess, wants to lay in leaves. Makeshift bed?
Oprah does not. Hold on. Let me ask Oprah. 10 minutes later. Oprah, what would you prefer?
I am not.
It's a ritual, so I can use it whenever I want. Really
By the way, whoa, it has been decided that
Oh!
Aura is going to be the voice of Oprah.
I am
for
now a
this.
bitch.
Has been decided. Oprah, hello.
Woof! Bed! Yes! Leaves! Nice, comfy, warm.
It's what you did,
Yes.
Oprah. You could go pat. Oprah requests the finest leaves.
I don't know if I should be humiliated or not. No. I guess I'll go out, find like some sapling branches, and try to find less pokey sticks as I gather up some dry firewood.
All right.
Actually, can I hunt a little? I assume Solara will hunt, but I guess I'll do a little bit of petty hunting.
The thing is, she doesn't hunt necessarily. She actually gathers.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I got that
And
studio.
usually when it comes up to when it's time to start the campfire, she'll light the fire for you guys with some sort of magic, and she'll pull out these berries and stuff.
Oh, okay. No, but yeah,
No,
we
they
got
seem
the
to
stew
be-
eat up.
Every single time, they seem to be a certain type of raspberry.
Oh. Would I have to roll to see if I notice this?
No, you notice this.
Okay.
It's been at least several weeks, at least a week since you guys have met, so you probably would have noticed it by now.
Solara, it's been a week since we've known you. What's your favorite fruit?
She thinks for a minute. She holds her hand to her chin, and then she tastes a finger, and then she says, "Peach."
Ah, I see. Nice. Scratch, write something down in her arm.
I guess I'm gonna ask her if she could show me what type of bush she gets these berries from.
She shakes her head and says, "No, secret of forest."
Darn, that was worth a shot.
I think you gotta be a member of the elf club to be a part of that.
Hey, I'm elf!
You are?
Is elf.
Pretty
You are, honey.
I just kind of point, I'd like kind of tap on my ears. Yeah, you know, pointy things.
Okay. Well, I got those. I'm not an elf.
Thank God.
Mr. Raptor over there had them too, and he didn't have it. I'm pretty sure this thing had pointy things on his head, and that wasn't. Those are the head of the terror bird.
Why did you keep that?
Hoping Mom would drop
Actually,
it.
as you pull out the head of that bird, the flesh has really started to seep away and is starting to go to like a black ichor, but the skull you can still see very prominently.
Why don't
I'm
you,
gonna
like,
have to.
throw that on the fire, clean it up or something?
I don't think we want to be smelling this, but
I have to get something figured out for it.
I look at
Disgusting.
everybody like, you guys okay with me throwing this on the fire?
Can we cook first and then we'll do it?
Yeah, that's fine by me. I got no stress.
Don't exactly want my food tasting like dragon.
Whatever that is.
Things back to the times I ate
usually-
kobolds.
Woe usually tries to keep her distance from Scratch, but now she's like moving a lot farther backwards as you pull it out.
She's sinking into the woods.
Oh, goodbye, friend. I have yet to even introduce myself to. Wait,
I was gonna put a
swing
finger
over
to my
Annie.
lips and be like,
As soon as I go to lead to Annie, I pull my head back. Never mind. Getting on.
So you guys cook up a small little meal.
I'll use up the rest of that old lady's stew.
Mm-hmm. It's freaking delicious.
This was an amazing stew. I'm glad it kept for so long.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to stop by and see that lady again. Maybe grab her something interesting from where we're going.
Ooh.
Yeah, Solara pretty much gobbles it up too. Make sure that Sir Whistleton has some.
while we're resting, can I start copying a couple spells?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Is that?
I believe it'll take an hour per, right?
Hour per level, I think.
Yeah. So basically an hour a page.
Just don't stay up too late
Oh,
while
2
doing
hours.
that.
Per level.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a hefty number.
I'm gonna cut that down to an hour.
Oh my god, thank you.
I'm gonna cut that down to an hour per spell period. Because you're already being charged enough for copying these things down, so.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Just bow into the DM.
I'll be right back. I just have to find something to write stuff down in for a second.
Is that something like I'm able to help with, or is that just spellcaster thing?
It's a spellcaster thing.
Okay.
She seriously is putting it in her notebook so that these are notes for herself to be able to use.
Okay.
So
And it's
if
a lot
another...
of
Yes.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, it's practicing the spell and like writing it down right. And
Oh, okay.
that's what takes so long.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just thought I'd ask if it's something that Annie can cut down some time for.
I appreciate the thought.
Takes a lot of dedication to be a wizard.
Do I find like tea leaves so I can make up a tea for Goat while she?
Give me a survival.
Figured Will would appreciate something to drink. I don't think this is going well. Hopefully I don't poison Will. 9?
You are unfamiliar with the sorts of woods that this is. Like, this is getting into a swampy area, and these sorts of trees that are popping up around you don't make as much sense, and you're not really as sure what would make a good tea and what wouldn't.
I don't
You probably
even
have to try a few things and really kind of experiment to find that out.
Alright, then I won't worry. Unfortunately, no tea.
Yeah.
I
I'm gonna
appreciate
spend
the
some
thought.
time looking, though.
Yeah. Well, then I guess I want to do a parameter check and head to bed.
Mhm.
Oh.
Solaris says, I will take last watch.
I'll take the first watch. I need to finish setting up these traps.
I'll hang up mid.
Need to leave for the watch. And for the watch.
Yeah, I
So
got
let's
it.
go. First watch.
That's scratch.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a perception.
Okay. That is going to be a lovely number of. Ooh, that is a unnatural 20.
During your watch.
Actually, that's a 21.
During your watch, you hear in the very distance. It's not close at all. But you do hear a couple of howls. Maybe from wolves or some other canine. But it is very in the distance, and there's a few of them that you hear.
As I hear that, I'm actually going to take my short bow and climb up to the top of a nearby tree to kind of just make sure I have a high view of anything to see if there's any disruption in the grass or foliage before I switch my shifts.
Okay. You're just climbing up and taking a look around, basically?
I'm climbing up and staying in the tree until my shift is over.
Alright. I'm not going to make you roll a check for that, but you do get up there. You take your time to do so. You don't really see much up here, but you do realize that the mountains are kind of to the northeast of you. And to the south, you do see the trees start getting like larger, and there are definitely more clouds around that sort of area. So you can really tell that there is some sort of a swamp.
I'm gonna lick my finger and put it out to test where the wind is coming from.
Wind is coming mostly from the west, actually.
I just think to myself, but that's fine. The wind's coming that direction, meaning that storm ain't gonna be blowing over us anytime soon.
Nope.
Wonderful. I'm gonna keep my watch for my. Is it 3 hours? I think my shift will be, I believe, right?
With 4 watches, it's 2 hours. With 3 watches, it's 3 hours.
Well, then I think it's 4. So, after my watch is over, I just kind of go back down, check the trap, and then go wake up. Annie, I think, is next. Hey.
Yeah, I believe
Hey.
him.
Hey, honey. Hey, honey.
Oh. That time already.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright. I'll get up, grab my swords, and attempt to not fall out of a tree again. Oh, actually, by the way, Scratch, how was your watch?
I heard some howling in the distance. They ain't close, but they're I feel kind of worried about it, but I don't think they're gonna reach us anytime soon.
What direction was the Halloween?
It kind of came from all around, more likely.
You couldn't tell, but you really could, since it was faint, you probably think it was an echo, so even if you had a good idea, it might be a false idea.
That's right, we're in the mountains.
I'm still just gonna say it's like, it should be, I don't necessarily know the direction, but I think we should still be kind of wary of it.
Alright, I'll make sure to keep a extra eye open. Should we dim down the fire or something then?
I actually thought we always take out the fire before we go to sleep.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be prudent, actually.
Yeah.
Get it down to embers, so it
Yeah.
just puts out heat.
I assume we
kinda-
threw the head on it, and
I look at it and I'm like, we can't really out it with water, otherwise that'll make a bunch of smoke for everybody.
Real.
Anyway, hey, take this. I hand her the spicy hot butter knife.
Oh,
This should keep you warm in the night at least, until your shift's over.
I forgot about the crystal. I want to pull that out.
It's just a clear crystal that seems kind of like a diamond. It's
Okay.
very clear. You can see right through it.
Alright, so I go ahead and stuff that back in my pocket. Well, at least all bolts are close by, I think.
But
You're still not entirely sure how that thing
Yeah,
works.
yes. Ah, should have had it identified. Forgot I had the damn thing again.
it's cool. I mean, it's cool. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll make it to another place that got some magic majujis.
Yeah, but I'll go ahead and keep an ear out for wolves.
That's good, honey. That's good.
Oh,
I'm gonna go take a nap now. The
So
dagger
I'm
should
going-
keep you warm.
So I'm gonna need a perception from you then.
alright. Please be good. Please be good. No! Do I add to perception again? Just.
Wisdom.
I was apparently very tired and I fell back to sleep. I rolled a 2.
You didn't fall back asleep, but you were tired, and that did affect your watch. Nothing really happened though.
At least that I know. Alright. That didn't go very. That was uneventful. Wake up. Have you written down?
You should write down people's names
Yeah, I really
to try to
should.
remember them.
Which name was it? If I can tell her.
It's
if I know.
Club Bob.
Oh, wow.
Wait, you
Yeah.
forgot my name? How could you forget my name? I am personally offended by that.
You
I
should
feel like
be.
Glove. I'm just talking in his sleep at this point. It's like,
I did.
Fuck you, Annie!
You Annie.
There, I got that written down.
Free to awaken the nameless goblin whenever you feel like.
Hey, what's your face? Get up! It's your watch.
Oh, okay, fine. Also, my name is Glubbob.
Oh, get up. It's your time for the watch.
And his face is that one.
Yep.
My face is yes. That's one. Thank you. Okay. You enjoy your sleep. Was there anything that you saw that might inform me on what to look out for?
Scratch heard wolves earlier, but I'm pretty sure I didn't hear anything while my watch, so.
Okay.
Just keep an ear out.
Shall. Enjoy your sleep.
Yep. Go crawl my ass back into the tent.
I'll let Oprah continue to sleep for now and take my watch alone.
Okay.
Is that going to be a perception from me?
Perception from you.
Okay.
Hey, Sherbert.
Apparently, I'm just a sleepy 7.
Not as sleepy, but... No, you're not really used to doing watch for other people. So it's kind of like awkward for you, and you're not really sure how to pay much attention or what you should be looking for.
Just staring off into the darkness.
Yeah. But other than that, you don't hear anything, nothing approaches, so you guys are a little bit off the trail anyways, so nothing too bad.
Noises?
Just the noises of the animals in the night.
If nothing eventful happens after my watch, I will wake up. Is it
Solara.
Yelf? Solana, yes. Kick, it is your watch.
Racism.
Before you actually go to kick her, she opens her eyes and looks at you.
My foot is like I'm a goblin, so it's like slightly raised back, just like, oh.
Caught mid
I will
swing.
retract.
My time
I
now?
just put my foot back down. Yes, it is your time to look for the things of the night.
I remind you, Goblin, elves sleep not.
Right, they do the... Yeah, okay. Oh, yes. Thank you for the notification. I'm going to go back to bed now. I am very tired.
She nods and she continues her watch.
And Globbub heads back to bed.
And in the morning, a breakfast is prepared for everybody as they wake up.
Oh, nice.
Scratch actually woke up a bit fatigued. Like, instead of like the normal, give me more minutes, she just wakes up sharply. He's like, conks everybody. Alright, everybody's here. Wonderful.
Oprah, are you okay? I just pat my doggy to wake him up.
Oh.
Wait, is that he?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Oprah is like gender neutral at this point.
Yeah.
Look, I say he, she, because Globbob doesn't know how to check for that sort of thing. We'll find out eventually.
But don't, wait. Don't you ride it?
I melted into battle. What is the word about that?
I'm gonna go up to Annie. Honey, can I get back my knife now?
Oh, yeah. I go ahead and hand it off to her.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
What for?
I almost forgot about it.
It's cool. You forget a lot of things. You're young. It's cool.
Thought it was supposed to be me helping the elderly who forget.
Honey, I'm only 28.
Ancient.
And like the great cities of Babylon, you're flat.
I'm still growing.
I applaud that insult.
Scratch is gonna just hastily eat a breakfast and then go back up in a tree.
So give me another perception if you're gonna check something from the tree.
Ooh, that is a 22.
You see that the storm is actually kind of growing. It doesn't seem like it's a big, wrathful storm, though. It seems to be just kind of like drizzling rain. And you will probably be encountering that along your day.
Oh.
Oh, so it's really close then. I also kind of look at a mountain. Is this like a specific mountain in the kingdom of Raymond?
In the kingdom of where?
Aren't we in Raymond? That of the 5 kingdoms is one way now.
This actually marks the end of his territory, is that mountain.
Oh, okay, so this forest is in that territory still, right?
Yes.
Okay then. Just making sure. Cool. I just say to everybody, hey guys, you guys should try to make sure your stuff is in a dry area. But you look like we're going to be entering a storm soon. Be careful. Also, somebody put out that embers. We don't want to fall in it after.
Right, I will put out embers. I grab one of my water skins and I just kind of put out those embers.
Good job.
I am a good member of team.
Right now,
An owl bear off in the distance gives you a thumbs up.
Solara actually nods.
Alright, yeah, I'll get my stuff all packed up, and...
Solana, I can prevent forest fires if I try.
Yes, we all can prevent forest
Only
fires.
Globus can prevent storm storms.
Only you can prevent TPKs.
We're pointing to you, healer that we don't have.
I've got healing spells. I'm good enough. All right, let's go.
You're a pretty competent healer.
Somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And support cat. And support caster. And there is Revivify. Anyway, let's go.
Anyways.
Anyways, I will grab his bag and up to hit the road.
Okay. So you guys start along your trek to the south. After a few hours, you do start noticing the overcast. And not long after that, there is a light rain that is coming over. Everybody is there walking along. You're also noticing that it's not just like betrayal that's getting wet, but also you guys are starting to go into more of a swampy sort of area.
Oh.
There are like small patches that have like standing water to the left, to the right, and the woods kind of sparse out a little bit, but the trees kind of overgrow above it like a canopy. It starts to a little bit cover over the road, but in the middle of it, the rain still falls pretty much all over the place.
I'm gonna take some oil and just kind of cover my hair with it a little bit, just so the water doesn't go into it. Just gonna dip, fluff my hair with it. Alright, now I'm aquaphobic.
I'm just gonna put my hood up. That should be fine.
My ass makes that difficult.
You also are noticing that there's a few more bugs in this area too.
Ew.
Mosquitoes and stuff. There's not a ton of them, but you think mostly it's the rain that's kind of dissuading them from eating you guys alive.
Which is nice. I don't need any bug bites.
No, not really.
Will put his hat away because he does not want to get that all wet, and just throw out his hair because, well, can it really do?
Solara puts a blanket over Sir Weaselton, and he's not happy.
Oh yeah, poor Sir Weaselton.
I'm gonna send Olive to go hang out with Sir Weaselton again to try and cheer him up.
That's why you have a little familiar Weasel.
It does help cheer him up a little bit.
Bruh, go talk to Weasel. Good dog, good dog.
New friend, the new friend. I get a new friend.
Sir Weaselton isn't as playful as he usually is, but, you know, he doesn't try to send away any of the other animals that are being sent to him, so.
Poor Sir Weaselton. Being bombarded with love.
Yep. Late in the day, you start noticing that you're getting to an area where up ahead you're actually seeing a few buildings. However, well before you can actually see much of that, you do see a couple of standing soldiers that are just standing on the road.
Oh.
Can I make a perception to see what kind of armor they're wearing?
Go for it.
I'm going to see if I can compare them either to Stonehold's armor or compare them to the White Guard's armor. And that is a 19.
One is definitely a White Guard's armor. The other one, you haven't really seen before. It's kind of like got some reds to it. Maybe it's another part of the White Guard, you're not sure.
With my perception, am I able to make out if they're like men of human men or other race?
What was your perception?
19.
They appear to be human. Not. You can't really tell if it's male or female, but you're guessing male.
Alright, I'm just gonna kind of see a little bit further to the back of the group. Let the tall people handle this one.
Yes, I fall back with Scratch. Are they friends, enemies?
I don't know, but the last time I tried to seduce one of them, he was a bit too young for me, so I don't want to get into this one.
It was just a boy. Poor boy. Shouldn't.
He was 16, going on 17. Living the life of George. I don't hear that song.
That poor boy
Nice
did not
boy.
deserve that.
He wasn't a poor boy. He didn't.
You didn't come from a poor family?
Okay.
Spare him this life from this monstrosity.
We tried, but then Scratch came along. Kind of ruined that.
Look up to the sky. Guys, look up to the skies and see.
He's the...
Anyways.
Right, Dungeons and Dragons.
An entire D&D session of using song memes.
No.
Be done. Anyways, so are you guys just approaching? They do seem to notice you, and they kind of stand upright at attention.
I'm gonna.
One of them kind of waves off to the side. You're thinking made a signal to somebody.
I'm snugging my hood in so they can't quite see my face.
I'm gonna look in that direction that he point, like kind of like motion to.
I assume goat's
You
not
don't really
very.
see anything off in that direction.
I kind of imitate emotion a bit, like, eh?
My eyes on the one in the white armor. My hand just not taking out my rapier, but it's on the hilt, just in case.
I'm gonna put my hand on his, like, don't worry, they're not bad people. They're just not like good. They're not like attractive like us.
They're not good people either. As I whisper back to him.
They're not bad and they're not good. What are they?
Useless.
crazy.
Very useless.
Oh, I hate you. Okay. I understand. Yes, that makes sense.
Oh, I guess I'm kind of stuck talking then.
As a thought person, you go do that.
Kind of, yeah.
Yep.
As you approach, like a good, 100 feet or so, the one in the White Guard armor actually calls out to you. Says, "The town of Rain Sleep is in quarantine. You are not to approach."
Why is it in quarantine?
What's
just gotta call
quarantine?
It's a lady.
Oh, right. Why is it inside of her? That sounds really weird.
She's very famous for her skills.
How big would... But wouldn't she have to be really big to fit that town inside of her?
I look at her and say, "You're a bard. Isn't this supposed to be magical to you?"
Oh, right. I am sorry. Yes, that makes so much more sense now.
Well, they're just kind of standing there waiting for whatever it is that you're going to do, either approaching or walking off.
I guess I'll approach. We're just trying to pass through.
There is no passing through. This is a quarantine. There's a plague in this town.
What type of plague?
No worries, citizens. This plague is being handled by the Royal Alchemist right now.
Kind of look back to everybody else. I guess what's the alternate route then? How can we get around?
It's either around, underneath, or straight through.
Over. Wait, we can fly.
You will have to go through the woods onto the left, but you won't be able to get anywhere if you are trying to go through to the south. You will have to go the long way through the woods. Fortunately, you don't seem to have a wagon.
Is that a good thing?
We wouldn't be able to travel through the woods if we had one.
So how does the village look? Is it just like actual walls around it, or is it just like, country
You
bumpkin
can't
kind of?
actually tell. There's a lot of tree cover, kind of covering up a
Oh.
lot of it, but there does seem to be a large building that seems to be made of wood and stone.
Ah. I look at
Could I
everything
do an insight check to see if they're like they've been told to say that and it's not actually true or something like that?
Go for it.
That's a 19.
Jeez.
What they're saying, they believe themselves. Whether they've been told to do this or that, you're not sure. They're still soldiers, so that's still a possibility. But they 100% believe that this town is in quarantine, and they are patrolling for that.
What if I said I got permission from Stone Hall to pass through?
The one in red actually answers. You're not coming through then, you're still going around. This one's a very gruff voice.
Alright. No need to be a dick, I say in Goblin. I say like... This is alright.
Yeah, what a dick back in Goblin.
They seem to discuss a little bit amongst themselves at this point.
Thank you for your time.
I'm just gonna shoo the two children along and we'll kind of head into the woods.
First of all, I am not a child. You are more of a child than I will ever be. And let us go through the woods now, yes.
I want to go on the side that the white god is on, like that direction instead of towards where the red one is.
You can sneak around.
That actually is the direction that he's kind of pointing off towards.
I'll go in that way. I just kind of look him in the eye, look the guy in red in the eye, and I was like, eh. Finger, like, two points at my eye, points at his.
Come on, Mom. Go. Go.
Scratch, don't go intimidating the guards. They might kill you, or try to kill you and fail, but still.
This is actually quite a distance to be able to try and intimidate from.
I ain't really intimidated. I'm more just like, seduction.
It's a promise.
Please, Mom, put your boobs away.
Long distance seduction.
Yeah, seduction would have to be a lot closer than this.
It's implying something. It's not supposed to be literal.
Even if you were naked, it would take a little bit closer to get.
Even with these, jiggle.
What's your
I'm gonna mouth sorry to the gods.
They're at quite a distance anyways, so.
Alright,
This looks like you're yawning.
Alright, so we'll head around. Do we still kind of want to check out the town? Is an alchemist normal to handle these type of things?
No, he's a royal alchemist, I believe. We only got like a few of them. I'm gonna roll history to see if I know this.
You have to roll well because you're not as familiar with human ways.
That is a 18.
You do know specifically that there is one of... Oh, damn it, I don't have that page right in front of me. There's specifically a royal alchemist of the North Kingdom and the Southwest Kingdom. So there's probably not very many of them.
I'm just gonna say, there's probably the alchemist that was in that previous town coming through here. As much as I would like to meet him and everything, or her, I'm not going to gender them. I think we shouldn't deal too much with disobeying the law.
Yes. Why would we even go there anyway? I don't really want to catch a plane, now do I?
Do I look like somebody that would disobey the law?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes,
We all
would.
disobey the law.
She looks around in shock and anguish. I feel attacked.
Get used to
Laura
it.
says, town not smell right anyways. Probably thing they talk about.
I'm gonna listen to Solara because she's nice to me.
I guess then we'll go ahead and follow orders and continue around town. Keep a good distance.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's what we'll do.
So you guys start trudging through the marsh. It starts getting kind of wet and soggy as you guys are walking along.
Ew.
Wait, aren't you on your dog?
Oh, sorry. I know. I am voicing my dog's opinion.
She's just kind of like used to this, so she's like, alright, it's kind of okay. Whatever.
Solara tries leading the way through the swamp, but she kind of finds a lot of points where she just takes a step and just starts sinking down and stepping back and moving forward somewhere else, and then looking around and trying to figure out where some dry ground is to be able to traverse.
I want to grab a long stick so I can start poking areas ahead of me. To avoid the deep spots.
Mm-hmm.
Do I roll survival for a good stick that won't break?
Sure, yeah.
Uh, 19?
You do good. Find a good solid stick.
I'm
Do
gonna
I?
use one of my
Huh?
Nah. Sorry, my bad, my
Actually,
bad.
when you do find this stick, you do notice that a few of the trees seem to have a few limbs that have been chopped off of them recently. And there seems to be some claw marks on these trees.
Oh. Yeah, there seems like something's been clawing up a couple of trees and something's been here recently.
I look at the tree. Is the cut a clean cut, or is it like it was torn off?
The branches, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looks like it was torn off.
I think there's something in the swamp with us.
Be more of those weird hell dog thingies we saw earlier.
I just gotta say, well, there are also other living things around us that may or may not have done this. You know, nature.
Swamp monsters?
It could be a bear.
It could be that thing I heard howling, but I don't know. Could be me alone.
Could I keep an eye out for like fur or feathers on the ground around the scratch marks?
Sure.
I didn't make a mark, but okay.
Oh my god.
Don't be peeing on a tree, Mom! Put your pants back on!
Okay. I'm seeing what Annie's doing. I'm going to take one of my arrows and use that as my stick to kind of tap things, because I don't know what she's doing. It's like tap, 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 tap.
I'm stabbing the ground.
What did you get on your perception there?
16.
You don't find anything like feathers or anything. You do find a little bit of fur, though. It seems to be brownish, kind of scraggly.
Werewolf!
I'm gonna show it to Solara in case they know anything.
She actually goes and she starts, looking at it, sniffing it a little bit. Calls over to Sir Weaselton. Shows it to him. And she stands up after a few minutes and says, Knowles.
Oh.
Knowles?
I'm going to... what do I roll to know what a knoll is?
Nature, history, intelligence check.
Alright, I'm
May I
gonna do
roll
that
that
as
It's a low
well.
check, but yeah.
That one as well.
Basic intelligence.
That's 18 for me.
12?
And that would my roll would be a.
And yes,
10.
Jones. Breaking the law! Breaking the law!
That's a 24 for me.
Everybody that has rolled knows what a knoll is. It is a hyena person. They tend to be quite wild. Let's see, 22. You would know that a lot of them tend to live in packs and such, and they revere some sort of demon, Yignu.
I will repeat that to everyone, I guess.
Those are a bad time.
Those, yes, I believe they are weird dog things. They're like,
close to town.
What does that mean?
Wait,
I mean, there are gnolls in town?
it might be the problem they're having.
She points at Annie and nods.
Wait,
Oh, but what about the plague?
It might not be a plague. There might be
It's
a
lie
gnoll
to cover up
infestation.
gnolls? It could be a lie to cover up the gnolls.
But why would they not want help?
Good question. Is it something that really should concern us?
I don't know, but I don't think they have the power to actually deal with gnolls. Especially if it's an actual pack of them.
Solara shrugs and says, Gnolls close to people? Not good.
Question is, do we want to leave the village to fend for itself?
Didn't seem like they wanted help.
Do we look like the kind of people to stick our noses where it shouldn't be?
I know you stick your nose definitely where it shouldn't be at times.
My nose is long. It is hard for me to
At one of these
kind of just goes everywhere.
At some of these points, somebody's going to shorten that nose for you.
Are you threatening my length?
Nope, just promising.
Ah, that's a girl.
Solaris says, could use Sir Weaselton to track Gnolls, or go south. Gnolls bad news.
We want to fight these gnolls?
I think we should at least inform. I think we should at least inform the guard.
They would know.
I think they
don't.
do know.
I also don't think we should do anything that might get guards angry.
Should we at least see
Whatever
if we
she
can
said
find it?
before she glitched out, yes.
Doesn't think we should make the guards angry.
Should we at least follow and see if we can find a nest?
Sure.
We can at least
What's
tell them
it?
where the nest is.
Isn't it a den rather than a nest?
Actually, isn't it a hobbit hole? Isn't it a mine
Well-
shaft full of gnolls?
Well, honestly, if it's a hobbit hole, we'll be there and back again in a bit.
Oh my god.
Hopefully we don't run into a dragon in the meantime.
I think the chances of that are little, like, small to nothing.
When you mention dragon, actually Solara looks up and sniffs the air and says, no dragon.
Okay, that's good.
Thank God. Thank you for the clarification. I was almost worried there was a dragon out here.
That would have been rough, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there are many things we could take. A dragon does not happen to be one of them.
Maybe dragon in swamp, but not dragon here.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, hopefully we don't meet that dragon.
Ow. Are
But
we to investigate the gnolls or just keep moving?
maybe keep a safe distance and at least find where their cave hideout thing is.
I'm supposed
Alright.
And then at
any
least
harm.
inform the guard of that. And it could be
If we find their nest, what do we do about it?
I look at my bag of oil, alchemy fire, and that red green powder. Don't worry, I think I got an idea. Winks.
Looks at the fire. Looks at my own bag, my 5 alchemist fires. Ooh.
Oh, also, I have a question. Does Glubbob have a crossbow on him?
Bob does indeed have a crossbow. David Bowie.
I'm going to, freaking Scratch is gonna give you 6 of her crossbow bolts because she doesn't use a crossbow.
Put them in my quiver.
Cool, let me take that out of my thing now.
So agreed. We're gonna at least find where the nest is and either eliminate the problem ourselves or inform the guards.
I think the best thing we should do is leave it to the professionals. For some reason, I have a frank understanding that we might be getting it in on over our heads in this situation, and trouble follows us. Looks around.
Assist you.
Looks in a general direction that Ati would be if he was a god.
Addy is not a god, though.
If he was a god.
He's a god to me.
Well, Whoa, do you wanna... Are we agreeing to
I
check
just
it
don't
out?
want to upset the guards, and if Solara is like, it's pretty dangerous, I don't think we should go. Also, I get kind of scared at everything, so...
Well, I think we're all fine with not dealing with this problem. But if we can convince those guards that they can hire us to go deal with these gnolls, that could be a win-win. We tell them information, they give us money, we help the problem, and we can get to use the town. Either way,
It's better than trudging through this goddamn swamp.
And it could give us lots of money.
It is going to take a lot longer to go around the town than you thought it would.
If we offer to help these humans out, and we deal with these gnolls, we get money, and maybe we can get passage through town so we don't have to walk through this fucking swamp!
Well, I guess agreed.
I
Well,
just keep looking at him in his venom. I was like, but you're in a dog.
Yes, but it's very uncomfortable, and there are bugs, and it's very not comfortable for me.
Alright, fine, jeez, chill out, man. Let's go talk to the guy. Annie, honey, Annie.
what?
I'm short. Ups.
Not with those boots on.
Now you've got your own dog, I see.
Yeah?
Oh!
I'm gonna swat at him with my damn stick. Hopefully he's in reach.
Back, you foul beast!
So you guys want to go back to the guards?
Yeah, let's see if we can extort the guards.
Or the guards. Let's go back.
Onward! I look at Glowbub. You're short.
Hold on. On my dog, who's taller?
I think if your dog on 4 feet would be taller than a drow.
Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
She's a very short character. It would be close.
Yeah.
Like, because my dog is very big.
I'm going
He's got
to
a barrel strapped to the side of him.
I'm going to tilt my head up so my nose gives me extra height.
I do the same. I pull out my rapier, and I'm just raising my right hand. Aha! Now I am taller.
Now I look at him and I just see right now. Are you compensating for something, honey?
Ooh.
Come on!
At that insult, I slowly lower my hand in disappointment.
So you guys get back through the swamp and onto the road near where the guards were. Did you want to approach a little bit closer to them, or did you want to go along the road and then back? By the way, it's late afternoon at this point.
Just hit the road and approach them?
Yeah.
The same way that you came earlier? Okay.
Yeah.
So you come out of the road and then come back. And as you are approaching, the guards actually discuss a little bit. The white guard kind of motions you forward.
Yes.
Was there a problem?
Guess I'm not sure how to go about this. We noticed there's a small problem in your swamp.
Are you guys aware of the situation of things that you guys are looking about in the swamp?
What are you talking about?
Knolls, man, knolls.
We found fresh tracks and prints and fur.
There was a gnoll attack a few days ago, but it was a small pack of them. We took care of it.
Sure. Can I do a roll to see how fresh this markings were?
You would have had to do that before now.
Yeah, damn it. What did I... Oh, I rolled
just
a
asked,
17?
Did you kill all of them, or did some of them get away?
The one in red speaks up. We killed all that approached. Thank you. Are you implying that we can't do our jobs now?
You actually
The one
just
in
said
white puts a hand on his shoulders, like, calm
Saying
down.
that there might have been some left behind.
Scratch actually responds, you actually just said that you didn't kill all of them. You just killed the ones that entered the village. I'm asking you now, politely, sir, did you kill all of them? Or just the ones that walked in?
We're dealing with another issue right now. There is a plague in this town. We defended against some gnolls that attacked the town.
Well, would you
Do you
like
think
us
there's a
to check to
correlation?
make sure you have all of the gnolls? We're excellent trackers.
Perhaps you would like to enlist our services to help deal with the gnoll problem.
I just kind of tilt my nose up to show how big it is, how grand my nose is.
Applaud.
The one in red goes to speak, and he seems like he wants to say a lot, but the one in white, again, puts his hand on his shoulder. Maybe you could talk to one of our superiors and work out something with them.
Would that
We
mean
are
that
simply to not let anybody into this town.
And
Oh. We'll
where
take
would we
your
find
offer
your
up.
superiors?
can he come out here?
The one in white looks at the one in red, who rolls his eyes, makes a hand motion. And then the one in white points off towards the east and says, go that way for about 2 minutes. You will notice a campfire.
I look in the
Stay
direction.
straight in that direction. If you go towards the town, we will not be responsible for you catching the plague.
Can I roll a survival to make sure that I can maintain this course?
Not get distracted.
I don't want to get distracted. Ooh, that's a 21 for my survival.
So you follow in the directions. He says it's only a few minutes away and that you will find a campfire. And campfire is kind of, not the word, it's closer to a bonfire, a very large pyre that's actually going on. And it seems to actually be surrounded by a few tents that are actually up on some wooden platforms that have been kind of just set into the ground here.
I'm gonna be back in a little bit, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Cool, thank you.
Most of what you see here are white guards, but there are a few of those that have that like red etchings to them. And they don't seem to be associated, but you do notice a few of them do have a symbol that kind of looks like a red axe on it.
Where
Alright.
would the superiors be in this camp? I look to Annie.
Somewhere around the fire, I guess.
As you approach, there's a white guard that stands up. Says, "Hello there. Do you need something?"
We are here to enlist our services, so to speak. We want to help deal with the gnoll issue.
Oh, that's probably White Falls there. She's sitting right next to the other two big ones in red, next to the campfire.
Let's go then.
Alright.
She points, and he points at her, and she's just kind of like talking in a very like loud voice to try and calm them down, saying, "You guys are doing nothing but screwing this up. All we need to do is create a perimeter and let the alchemists do their job. You don't need to incite anybody. You definitely don't need to be knocking over any of these citizens.
Hello.
You are dismissed now, thank you."
What did I walk into?
argument that
Yes.
head
This,
lady's having.
chief lady is yelling at people. Hello.
Ah!
Yeah, I guess we'll make our way.
Yes.
She rights herself and says, "Sorry about that.
It's cool.
Can I help you?"
Yes. We are here to perhaps enlist our services to help with the knoll problem.
No problem.
You know all about it?
Looks at another one of the red guards that she was just yelling at, and he turns around and pays attention to his thing, looks back to you. Yes, there was a bit of a scuffle. This town has regularly been attacked by gnolls.
Oh, so it's a regular thing, not a one-time thing.
Judging by that,
Yes.
there might be a good amount of them.
The
Definitely a
issue
nest.
is that the town can't naturally defend itself at this point because, well, we've got screaming death right now.
Oh.
That doesn't sound very good.
That doesn't sound good at all.
That's
The only
That's
thing-
exactly what it sounds like.
Can I roll to know what screaming death is?
Let's see. That would be a medicine check.
Could I
Jeez.
also try to roll for that?
Yep.
Like if I've read about it?
Just gonna assume it's a disease that makes you scream until you die.
I'm gonna do
10,
this-
which I assume, yeah. A very painful death, I would assume.
I got an 11.
That's a nat 20 for me.
I heard a 10, an 11, and a nat 20.
You're gonna hear a 6, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just something that makes you scream.
6. Those that did not roll the natural 20, this is something that you hear about when it's noticed. It's late in its late stages, and there's nothing you can really do about it at that point. But it is a disease that kind of happens, and it's been taken care of for the most part, but it still sprouts up here and there occasionally in very
I have to be
small
right back.
quantities. Okay.
Oh.
Scratch with the 20 over there.
Scratch is dabbing.
Dab, 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 dab. Lose a level.
Please do!
You actually know of this disease. It actually comes from, naturally it comes from, like, corpses being disposed incorrectly into water sources and stuff. However, this disease will also spread, why it's called the screaming death is not actually somebody screaming when they die. It's that all of the wind leaves their body and they suffocate to death.
Oh.
I just think of it as like, you got a river running away any near. You got a river running anywhere near this place? Or you guys do you take your water from the swamp?
We have several water sources because of the swamp itself. The town has a natural well. The alchemist is taking care of that right now. However, that is inside the town, and I cannot permit anybody to go in there.
Don't worry, I don't intend on going in there. I'm asking more along the lines of the swamp itself, because the way I know about this disease, there gotta be some dead things corrupting your water source.
If the gnolls are corrupting the water source?
Maybe.
I'm impressed, Goblin.
Is
Know
Scratch,
anything else about this?
Scratch just kind of relays the information to her about what he know. Scratch is a woman. What she knows, and then at the end of it, just kind of turns her nose up to give herself a little extra height. With her nose and standing on Annie, is she anywhere as tall as this woman?
Oh yeah, that's right, you're still technically on her fucking shoulders. I was gonna give you a pat on the head, but that won't work.
And you can just.
You are a little bit taller than she is, but only by a little bit.
I
On
just
top of her shoulders.
I just kind of make sure to stretch my neck up and my nose a little, just like, triumphantly smiling.
Holy shit, Mom knows things!
You're very wise.
Pokes my nose. The nose knows a lot.
Apparently sticking your nose into people's business teaches you things.
So, are you useful for other things other than just knowing about diseases?
I shake my
Well-
head vigorously.
I try to hold on. Wait. We're actually a group of traveling trackers and adventurers.
Yes, we can dispose of problems very easily. Well,
Well-
these.
Not really easily.
We're almost
But it
dirty
could be-
deeds done dirt cheap.
Yes.
I just kind of I look at them. I'm like, you guys do not know how to negotiate for money.
Yes.
Come with a certain set of
Mercenaries, I
skills.
Yes,
No,
yes,
what more?
mercenaries.
We work with your kind often, and it's not above us to employ you. Or we're not above it to employ those that may be more suited for such a job.
I assume
What
she
are
looks
you
off to the
proposing?
other people.
Can you say that again? I couldn't hear you.
She says, what are you proposing?
I propose some monetary compensation.
I tap her on the
little-
shoulder. Maybe a dry bed to sleep in, and we'll take care of the null
Don't
problem.
worry, I'm getting to that. But the thing is, a dry bed that's diseased is not a good idea.
Don't drink the water. It's like Mexico.
I just rub my temples and it's like, my proposition is this: a little gold, we go deal with your problem. If we do succeed, and you manage to clear the disease from your village, a night stay at your local inn free of charge, and that's it for me personally. What about you guys? I look at everybody else.
Just look-
Maybe like some food so that we can live and stuff.
I just look at, I just kind of like.
I just look at Woe inside. I would like a good amount of monetary compensation for such a task.
Real
Well, like,
board, a little bit
that
of
as
pay,
well.
and if we maybe fix your water problem, maybe a little extra.
I look at Oriana. I was like, we don't really have a way to fix that problem.
We can
I'm
also
not
just
sure
find
that
a
there
source.
is a way to be able to fix the problem with the water here.
Oh,
Like
probably.
I said, the alchemist is working on it, but this is slow work. This is not something that will happen in a day.
Nada will this job, but here's another thing I wish to know. Do you have any previous knowledge or know-how about these knolls? Locations, maps, any sort of identity crisis, clans, maybe?
Would the map we have be enough to circle the hot spots that they've been noticing gnolls, or the direction that gnolls?
That is actually a really good idea. I pat her head. Good job. I pull out the map.
Get a Scooby snack.
Oh God.
She kind of looks at the crude maps and goes, wow, where the heck did you... Okay, so this would be the forest. This is a trail here. This bug-looking thing must be our town. They would be off in this direction, and she points to somewhere in the northwest.
Oh, you guys are the insect village. You don't look like a bug lady.
I kind of shake Mom a little bit with on my shoulders.
Wait, that was a compliment.
Being like a bug lady is a good thing, I would assume.
I'm gonna mouth sorry to her, but I'm behind Scratch.
I just assumed that goats forever bowing in apology.
Stop being so proper.
If you mark down on that
You
map,
guys
that-
do realize that, although you're talking directly to who's obviously the superior, you've kind of attracted a crowd around you who's giving good distance, does not want to get anywhere in between you guys and her, but they
Scratch
are
kinda
all staring at you at this point.
Scratch understands this and wants to make sure their presence and they are known so that when they do come back, they'll get some renown for being the people who killed the gnolls prior to this lady telling the village. So she wants to make sure people know who they are before this, in case we might have to flinch.
I'm gonna ask the lady, have you found the contaminated source yet?
Yes, we have found the contaminated source. We have not found the source of
Scratch is
the
obviously
source of water has been identified. Specifically what and where from that we have not, but that's something the alchemist should be taking care of.
We'll leave that to the alchemist. If we find anything, we will report it back.
Wait, it might be good to know the source of water, because if it's a river, we want to avoid drinking from it.
Our source is a well. It is dug very deep. It is entirely possible there could be something else linking into it. This is a swamp.
It is a swamp, so it's everything.
It could just be a tributary opened up into it and something bad got in there and it needs to be sealed up.
Heck, they might be linked with the Nulls. They might be contaminating with their carcasses that they leave over.
I kind of look at everybody. It's like, we should kind of...
Wait, would Annie know this? Is now the question.
I'm pretty sure as an elf you would kind of figure this out.
It would have been said right in front of you anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'd have known because I believe Scratch
That's
said
what
it.
this conversation is.
Yeah,
But
so Nulls...
Oh, sorry, go ahead, my bad.
Nulls live in more or less caves, or do they make, like, grass huts? A sense.
It depends on the tribe. These ones seem to have small huts or small lean-tos, tents, etc.
I wink at Glubbob with the alchemy fire.
Oh, God.
I rubbed my hands together.
No! Stop it! Stop it! I slapped both of them! Stop it! Stop plotting evil things!
Before we take on this endeavor, we've told you what we can offer you. What can you offer us?
Like you said, you're looking for monetary compensation. I'm sure somebody around here, looking around her group, would be able to scrounge up some gold for these fine folks.
Scratch after hearing you would find kind of cuffs her color, just like,
Other than that, I cannot permit you to actually enter the town.
Oh, no worry, honey.
It's dealt with, and I think that will be at least several days if everything is being actually going well right now.
That's okay. I don't mind. I honestly don't want me or my group to come anywhere near a disease. I rather respect their lives.
A dry place to sleep will do fine enough for the time being.
Do you need one for tonight? It is starting to get late.
If you could offer us a dry spot and some food, we don't mind.
Food I cannot offer, but a dry place to sleep? Yes, I know just the tent you can stay in.
Oh my, I am looking forward to this.
Racism.
Nope, she's gonna kick some Reds out of their tent.
Oh, that'd be great too.
I kind of straighten myself on Annie, extend my hand out. We accept your proposition.
How much you want to bet that we're taking the guy from the front of the thing's tent?
I look at her and say, I'm gonna bet you 5 silver.
I'm gonna bet you some gold. 1 gold. 1 gold for them.
I look at her and
she
say,
extends her hand back out to you and shakes vigorously.
Shake. Oh, any chance you guys got a better map? Because obviously you guys are on insects, and this is an insect here. Point City Insect Village.
Well, yeah, we just picked up a basic 5 Kingdoms map too, didn't we?
Yeah.
Wasn't too useful, but gave us a basic trail.
We've got a better map of the area. It can show a few of the towns and a few of the paths and trails that most traders end up using.
I will be appreciative, but I'm also looking for one that might give a better layout of the cartography of this swamp.
I think that's what she's offering us.
Is it?
That's
more
about what she's
localized,
offering.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
much
that's
more localized.
Alright, I'm just like, alright, cool. I
You open the chest with the local map.
I hop off of Annie and just show how amazingly tall and short I am.
We can get you one of those before you end up leaving in the morning.
Thank you.
No worry. I'm going to go check the perimeter before I check out their tent. I'm just gonna walk away from the group for a bit.
I want to make sure my bed or cot is as far away from Scratch as possible.
I'll check out my bed and make sure there's also one for Oprah.
Very quickly, there is a few people that move stuff out of a tent, and a few of the white guards do note, this one is for you to be able to use. It's not much for amenities, but it is a cot, and it will be dry.
Enough.
However, you are watched the entire time you are in this encampment. There's always somebody kind of like poking their head over and just kind of making sure, keeping an eye on you guys.
If I accidentally catch eyes with someone, I'm gonna quickly wave my hand and say hello.
Scratch is gonna do
The awkward
the
wave.
same thing, but not in a. But it's gonna sound really weird. Ah!
I expect
Hello,
like
layer.
I expect
Voila.
like goats making like eye contact in these tiny little waves constantly.
After I'm all settled and just in my tent, I'll play a small little song on my lute, just for myself, really.
Bless you.
Ding.
I don't know. I think you'd probably make some good money in this camp going out to the fire.
Good.
But this is White Guardsmen. I don't care. I'm gonna hang out in the tent and stay away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Scratch is gonna look around the trees to see if there's any more claw marks or anything like that to say that gnolls might have been around this area and they are in a dangerous place.
Actually, I just might join to see how fresh marks are too.
Looking for those marks would be a survival check.
Alright.
That's fine. That's fine by me.
I'll head the opposite direction that Scratch goes just to cover more ground.
Oh, that's actually not that bad either. That's that is a
At 20!
16 for me. So.
Sorry. I think I woke
Oh
this
no,
one
that's
up.
great. Fucking awesome.
No,
Okay.
that was really nice to see that.
You don't find anything that looks like the marks that you saw earlier that were pointed out that were definitely gnoll tracks. However, Annie, you do end up finding some, let's see, some bird tracks and some deer tracks and definitely a whole lot of human tracks.
Lots of humans contaminating everything, making it impossible to
Yep.
track anything. Goddamn cops.
Yeah, they seem to, you find where they like to piss and shit apparently.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So I found a dirt place.
Yeah.
Ah.
I avoid that to the best of my abilities.
Disgusting.
I can't imagine it being very efficient in a swamp, because, you know, the hole just fills up. Yeah.
So you guys going to do anything else for the night?
While they are out, I will move by to the campfire, or bonfire. I assume there's still people by it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps, but on a little performance, nothing too spectacular, just a song. Perhaps telling the tale of how we, or not the false tale of how we slaughtered Snivy.
Oh,
So you're telling the fake real story of how
the
you
fake,
killed.
the fake real story of how, thanks to me, we slaughtered Snivy.
Scratch is gonna
Am I
hear
making a
this.
performance?
Scratch is gonna hear this and just kind of nod, just be like, "Yeah,
as long
you know
as I
what?
get, like, my cut of the pay, you don't care what story's woven.
I don't need fame or glory. I just need my money."
You
Are we rolling
sold,
a performance check?
sell the copyrights to your performance of killing Snivy.
Amongst the, I would say, about 30 guards here, there's really only a few that seem to listen and pay attention to you. A lot of them are kind of, like, perturbed that you have kind of moved into their camp temporarily.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
Guys are kind of mean.
Yeah, I would expect as much.
It's...
But the woman that you talked to earlier, White Falls, she's kinda, you know, she walks by as it's going on, she nods and continues on walking, so.
Yeah,
At
I'm
the
going
end
to
of
bed.
Am I making performance?
Yeah.
Performance check.
Good luck.
Thank you. 20. Not natural, but a 20.
There's definitely no complaints, but you are not getting any tips from these guys.
Fuckers. Try it once.
Bastards. By the end, I take a bow and I'm gonna head to my tent to sleep.
Okay. You guys are all in one communal tent.
Okay. I still want to be as far from scratch as possible. Do I have to roll for my luck?
You just push your bed to the corner of the tent.
Even if she moves her bed over there, I'm just gonna like sleep in a corner, huddled up if it has to come down to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Solara's also not exactly comfortable in this place. She doesn't sleep on the cot, she sleeps next to it.
Do we need to wait for System to get back?
I don't think so.
Could I, in the downtime, try copying more spells to my spellbook?
Sure.
How much time do we have?
Let's see, you're actually... I don't have that. Roll me a d4.
3.
You get 3 hours to be able to copy more spells.
If I have a level 3 spell that's a ritual, but I don't have any level 3 spell slots, can I still cast it?
No.
Dang. Alright, I'll figure out what I'm doing then.
Okay. So is everybody else sleeping?
Yes.
Well, I'll kind of keep an eye open. Or an ear open.
I'll feed my dog a little bit of feed, have some food myself, then go to sleep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna learn the alarm spell, so I'm gonna cast alarm before I go to sleep on the tent door.
Heard it might go off with them. I'll go for it if you want. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's entirely fine. Anything else?
I think that's it for me personally.
Alrighty. Sound asleep.
Yeah, I guess I'll do just a light sleep and try to keep an ear open.
Alright, about an hour into the night, the alarm does go off.
Yep.
And
I'm
you
gonna-
didn't specify, so it is audible.
Oh, damn.
You just woke up the camp.
What?
How do we shut it off? I start slapping around me.
I bash the thing next to me. Oh, 5 more minutes. I'm not ready. What was that?
It lasts for 10 seconds, and it produces the sound within 60 feet. So the entire
gonna-
camp is woken up.
I'm gonna be yelling, sorry.
Set it off, might I ask?
There was a guard that actually lifted up a flap to be able to look in and check on
Yep,
you guys.
exactly what I thought would happen.
I give him a death stare.
We're gonna blame it all on the guard. It's his fault for invading our personal
Yes, he
space.
accidentally, when he opened the flap, he dropped my box of bells, which was conveniently placed there.
After a few minutes, there's actually a very large commotion from the woman that you were talking to earlier.
Oops.
Our friend's system is alive.
Oh, wait, does he need in?
He requires
Yep, he needs
into the
that.
room. Comrade, you have arrived. Welcome back.
So you're woken up after an hour of sleep.
By someone's alarm spell. I'm not gonna name any names or anything, but someone by the name of Goat thought it'd be a great idea.
My name is Woe.
What?
Whatever.
Wait, what?
Her name is Woe.
What's going on? What?
Whoa, what was that?
After some choice words from White Falls, she opens up the tent and says, I am sorry about that disturbance. Is everybody alright?
No.
I'm fine. I'm going to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I haven't really figured out this spell. It wasn't supposed to be audible.
I walk over to Wolf.
She just kind of sighs. No, I'll just have to keep sure that some of these people keep their noses to themselves. Thank you.
Well, it wasn't your fault, honey. Put a hand on your shoulder. But please, take the grip. Let me sleep. Walks back over to her spot and goes to sleep.
Please rest. And she pulls the tent flap back and yells a little bit more at people.
After the yelling dies down, it is back to sleep for me.
Yep.
I'm gonna say sorry to Annie and Solara, and then I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I give a thumbs up and...
Not gonna try the alarm again?
I can make it just in my head, right?
You can, but you have to choose.
Alright, I'm gonna choose to do that then.
You might as well, in case they try to peep again.
At least she kind of
the rest
agreed.
of the night actually goes off without a hitch, and everybody sleeps just fine.
At least she was on her
notice
half.
in the morning that there are 4 guards that have pretty much just posted themselves next to your tent.
Ah, god damn it.
I want to walk out and just kind of stealth up behind one of them.
Go climb up onto his shoulder and say hello to him.
What are you from, Red? Come, Red.
Go ahead.
Okay, that is roll. So let me just get my dice back because my computer crashed. Sorry.
Aww.
It's okay. I'm still here, guys.
Yay!
Yay, you're here.
So that is going to be a wonderful. Oh, okay, that's a 24. 24 for stealth.
Okay. You do stealth right up on somebody, but he does kind of stiffen when you get right behind him.
Oh, I'm just kind of like
Probably notice something.
I want to just be walking behind all of them, just like inspecting them from behind. Like, that's not a good looking ass. That's a bad ass.
I was gonna actually wonder if you were rating their asses and just swiping.
Your ass is okay, I guess, but I think you're a bit too old for me. Huh? You're a woman. Just walks around like
You're a woman.
and then walks in front of all of them and then looks at them. 7, 3, you got a 5, you got a 4. Then walks back in the tent. Wakey wakey everybody!
Why are you waking me? Alright, morning.
Yeah.
I have 10
How
minutes.
So you guys wake up.
reluctant.
The guards are still posted, but they seem to not worry too much. There's a few that have cycled in and a few that have cycled out. So a
You
few
look
faces
different.
that kind of like they're surprised to see any of you.
I make sure my hood's still up. I still want to be... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a stealth. I don't really want to be paid attention to. Gonna happen. But... Oh. 21? I just don't want to be paid attention to, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, edgelord.
What does that mean?
Well, you're being watched, but you're not being watched too closely. There's a few people that are interested as what the hell you guys are doing, but they very quickly realize that it's a bad idea to ask questions.
I want to make the awkward eye contact so they look away. I want to give them stink eyes. Wait, is that an intimidation?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, alright, you know what? Let's see about...
If you want to do that, yeah.
Let's do a little bit of intimidation. subtle intimidation that I'm apparently really bad at. Damn it, I should have saved that roll. 7.
Yeah.
Oh, that was bad. I rolled a 3.
Not too great.
You actually have a younger woman who's looking at you. She's in red, but she seems very interested, and she's like, "What are you? Are you with the guards?"
Are you gonna say something edgy?
Just here, doing my job. I just continue to just pull the hood a little bit more. Nothing to concern yourself with.
I didn't hear we were hiring any other outside help.
We were just wandering through, I guess. And thought to offer services for a shortcut.
Traveler. Have you traveled very much? She's very interested in you.
I think the... Damn it.
From across the
This
camp,
is what
I'm
I
just
get.
eyeing
No, she's
them.
moving closer and she's trying to converse with you.
I'm
Annie?
gonna kind of back up a little bit more. By the way, we have a cute weasel that it likes having his ears scratched.
A weasel? Where? Is he your weasel?
He's not my weasel, but he's friendly enough. I kind of
Where is
point
he?
towards Sir Weaselton. Or sacrifice
Her
him.
eyes just get really big. She shrinks back and she stops talking.
Oh.
It is very big weasel.
He's a very big
At this
weasel.
point, I walk out of the tent, just bringing Oprah by a lead. As you know, every morning I've already casted my ritual so I can talk to them and have a good conversation with my puppet.
Walk! I can go for a walk! Walk! Yes!
I'm
Yes!
walking, yes, walk!
Yes! Walk! Squirrels! I smell squirrels!
Oprah,
Yes?
listen, we practice self-restraint. Oprah, don't run off.
But I squirrels! It
Taste
just
the
smells
squirrel.
funny. But
I briefly let go of the lead and let towards wherever the squirrels are.
take a
You
jog
may.
that direction.
But I've got my eye on Oprah just to make sure they don't get in any trouble.
Wayfall comes up to you guys individually. So, are you guys all set? We seem to have gathered together a little bit of compensation. Would, let's see, with that many gnolls that are coming out, would 4,000 be sufficient with taking care of them?
That seems okay, I guess.
Will do.
I look at everybody and like, you know what? I think my group will be fine with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all I could gather on such short notice. Perhaps something later on. We might
Don't worry.
something.
What race is she by chance?
She's human.
Don't worry, honey. 4,000 will do well. We well, I look at myself and I'm like, well, ladies of our word, we will keep to our end of the bargain, and hopefully we will rid you of this little problem, and then hopefully get some rest in your village after a few days when your disease, you uninstall it, I guess? I don't know.
It's a Windows.
The disease
I mean,
When the Bruce.
eradicated.
eradicate would-
Cure?
That's a good word. That's a good word. I kind of like, that's a good word.
I use a lot of complex words.
By the way, my name's Scratch. This is Annie. That's Glob Bob. That's
Hello.
Oprah. That's Solara. That's Mr. Weasley. And also that there is Theodore. You can't see him, but he's there eventually.
Maybe.
Sometime.
He might come back. I have yet to meet him.
He's just hanging out with his little pig. We're gonna have to figure out at least a name for his pig at this point.
Yeah.
Eventually. I can also talk to Pig.
So that's a reason for you to go ahead and join us, Sans. Name your pig.
Yes! Name your goddamn pig. We can't just call him Biggie.
To know you, Sans, I have never met you.
I just kind of think to myself, I would call it dinner, but I think they would be kind of insulted by that.
I don't think that he would like his.
I'm
He
thinking
seems
it's
more
not bad.
attached to it.
I also gathered a map that actually was from town right here.
Oh, nice. Are you okay though for being able to go in and out of town? Are you?
It is not from me, it was one of my men.
Oh, I look at it and I just like I kind of inch up and put my hand to my face. Are they like disposable or something? Is that why you're allowing them to go into dangerous location and come back out?
No, they are staying in town. We have a Dropbox that we send messages through.
Ah, is it blue?
Is what blue?
The Dropbox.
I don't think it's a police phone booth.
No, because the Dropbox website is actually a blue website.
We are not
It was a
interacting with the town directly. We are trying to stay outside of it. Do not worry about that.
Alright.
Please, if you could take care of the Knoll situation, we will have your pay ready for you when you come back.
Alright, will do. Anyway, I look at my group.
Sorry again for them.
Sure, fine.
No, I meant I'm saying it to the person. I'm saying sorry again for the
Oh.
goblin.
Alright. Let's.
We are
Is
ready.
everybody okay? Everybody got everything they need? We can go now?
I believe I am ready. Everyone else?
Should we head back to where we originally found the tracks, or see if we can find?
I kinda like hold on the map and slap it like we got a map. Let's use this.
Hi, jeez.
Right. Who will lead the way?
I
Well,
hope
Mom's got the
Sir
map.
Weaselton can track,
Sure.
or you wanted to use map.
I look at it and it's like, we could actually use both. We could use Sir Weaselin and then track our location on the map.
Would work.
I trust Mr. Weaselton way more than a map. But the map will give us a general idea of what we may or may not run into.
We'll try to keep updates on the map. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
I'm going to stick on a pen and just be like, alright, we're here. Shut down where we are. Let's go
You
here.
just write "you're here" and a red dot.
As you move, the dot moves. Whoa.
Wait, my question is that a spell that you could like cast onto a map?
Would be great, but I don't think you can.
I
Not
don't. Yeah.
necessarily. I'm pretty sure that's a magical item.
It can be
Oh, okay.
prestidigitations, I guess, like you're constantly tracking them.
That's.
But
Yes,
anyways,
Sky.
will you use Sir Weaselton?
Yeah, so Weaselton will be our main thing, and we'll just use the map to keep updating where we are.
Okay. So you're heading off in the same direction, and there's not many other friendly goodbyes from this camp.
I blow kisses at everybody as I leave. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You see somebody who's kind of digging a hole not too far away from the encampment, and he looks at you guys and just lowers his head and keeps digging.
I look at Scratch and say in Goblin, "What's his problem?"
I mean, you can only dig a hole for yourself that deep.
True, true. Alright, let's get going.
Yes.
So you guys start heading off in the direction towards the knolls. So, Sir Weaselton attempts to get the scent.
Hello, Ketchup.
Can I
What's up?
assist by kind of like
We're
leading the
hunting
direction
gnolls.
that we will be on the map, like where we were before?
Yeah, that would
Okay.
help. So, heading back in the same direction-ish. By the way, the clouds are still overhead, but the rain has pretty much stopped at this point. It's still wet everywhere, and there's, like, water that is collected on a lot of the leaves and, like, other trees and branches and such. But it's still very traversable and muddy all over the place.
Whoa.
Sir Weaselton starts making his way into the woods and starts sniffing this way, starts sniffing that way.
Before we get into the wood, I actually want to look at Annie and just ask, can I get up, or do you want me to walk on the ground?
If I'm lucky, you'll sink into a hole.
Wow.
No, I guess I'll go ahead and be relatively nice and throw on her shoulder.
Yay!
Goddamn woman.
I
Goddamn
am
old
indeed a woman.
hags.
I am indeed one whole woman.
One entire woman. So, moving forward, how are you guys going to traverse these swamps?
I'm gonna attempt to move from dry spot to dry spot.
Okay.
I'll be on my dog, kind of just using my rapier to like poke at the
Oh, yeah,
more
I don't
wet
have...
spots, seeing just to try and get around without falling into any sinkholes.
No, wait, do I... I never got rid of my stick. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the stick.
I will kind of be viewing how Sir Weaselton is moving and kind of helping Annie walk in the generally good direction that is, so she doesn't go in anything too deep or too dank.
Dankest of means.
But I
Name
will
swamp.
I will be readying an arrow with my short bow just in case anything spooks us, because this is, I'm assuming, difficult terrain.
Yes.
My crossbow is loaded as well.
As you guys are moving about, Sir Weaselton does seem to get onto a trail, but you guys are moving kind of slowly with all of the water that just fell through last night. It's collected all over the place, and it is kind of hard to find dry spot to dry spot. There's a few points where you actually have to jump across bits of water, but you are able to continue along. I do need perception checks from everybody.
Okay, that's
19 from me.
ooh, that's for perception. That is a 21 for me.
I did apparently terrible, and it's an 8.
Okay.
I got a 15.
15. So traversing through a lot of this swamp, it is slow going, but you do eventually start seeing some signs of gnolls up ahead. There's a few more of those scratch marks that you do notice, and Sir Weaselton does
here.
kind of perk his nose up in a direction and starts pointing off in that way. It takes you a good hour or so, but you do end up seeing, let's see, 19 and 21. Whoever got the 19 and the 21, you do actually see a couple of gnolls talking amongst themselves. Far ahead, like kind of a few mounds away from where you guys are at.
I just put my hand on, like, wait, guys. I see some things.
I see them too. Those creature thingies. Yes, the gnolls, correct?
Wow, they're way uglier than I thought they'd be.
Look like
They are
ugh.
very, very ugly, very mangy. They seem to be covered in a lot of mud and stuff, but they are tall.
Oh.
They're freaking 9 feet tall.
Oh,
fuck.
shit! I didn't know they were that big. Damn.
They're freaking huge.
How many of them are there?
You see 2 of them.
I kind of just like say, do you guys want to split up and kind of pincer them? One on the left, one on the right, or do you
Very
want
quickly.
to?
We will go. I would say one side, 2 of us. The other side, take 2 of us.
I kind of count on my fingers. Mr.
There's a little
Weaselton,
bit more than
Solara, Oprah, you, me, and there's 6 of us though.
Ugh.
Well,
I think
Laura and Sir Weaselton
Well,
count as one.
I was not considering that they would be helping us.
but they're here.
Yes.
Yeah,
helping
Solaris...
Sorry, that is my mistake.
Yeah,
He is
Solaris
friend.
helps us.
He is friend.
Yes, I know.
How about Solara and Woe? Solara, Woe, Sir Weaselton, and Globbob, I, and Annie. This side. Yeah, actually, I just kind of like look at the group like, what do you guys want to do?
I will take one side along with you and Annie, while Woe and Solara will take the other side, and we will squish them in between us.
You guys okay with that idea?
Well, I know there's gotta be more than just the two, though.
Yes, but this was a strategy just to deal with these two creatures for now.
Also, this way we'll be able to at least cover more ground and get more eyes on the place.
Before we go in, I'm also just gonna cast Speak with Animals again, just so I can communicate with my dog better during the fight.
Are you gonna take 10 minutes right now to be able to do that?
Am I able to take 10 minutes to do that? I asked the party. Is it okay if we wait just a few minutes? I need to cast a spell.
I look at them and then I look at Wu and it's like, if you guys want to cast spells, now's the best time. And I'm gonna keep my eyes trained on these two gnolls and looking about in the area to see if anything changes between them or around the foliage.
Do we need a roll of stealth to not get noticed?
Yeah, if you guys are gonna be staying there for the 10 minutes, you're gonna need a stealth.
Alright.
Right.
Alright.
At least to hide a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready and be in defensive just in case we... Terrible.
That's a 23 for stealth for me.
It's an 18 for my stealth.
Woof woof.
I rolled a 1.
Did a what? Oh, fuck.
Can me being on top of Annie help her with her stealth?
No, that actually hurts you with your stealth. You're at disadvantage.
Yeah!
Okay, I'll roll it again.
The question
Actually-
is now, do you want to get off my shoulders before we...
Actually, my stealth is still a 23 because I rolled a nat 20 after.
Oh. And her good stealth negate
So,
the bad stealth?
Are you a floating
No.
goblin at this point?
It can't. Alright. Well, just for the record, I am not right next to Annie while I'm casting my spell. I am already at least 30 feet away just casting it. So, in case she's being caught, I'm not caught. I don't know. I'm casting it so, at least as secretly as I could have. Do I have to make it at disadvantage because I'm casting a spell?
No.
Thank you.
But you guys were far enough away to where, you know, you're casting a spell. You're not shouting as you're doing so.
Yeah.
And these guys weren't really hiding or anything. However, Annie went to go and hide herself behind a tree and sunk right down into the swamp and started yelling and flailing.
Can I use my reaction, or like my reaction, cunning action, or nimble escape to freaking slap my hand on her mouth?
I don't think it's fast enough.
I mean,
What's happening?
I mean,
I
20 in dexterity means I'm pretty swift.
We're trying to stealthily
Somebody
fight gnolls.
failed their stealth roll.
Yo.
Yeah, we're trying to trying to sneak up on some gnolls, and someone rolled a natural 1.
Oops. Well then.
The two gnolls that you guys were keeping an eye on, they kind of back off into a direction. You think that they went and hid or something nearby. From another direction, off on your left, you actually do see an arrow being shot up into the sky, and then it sparks.
Lovely.
Fuck.
Fire?
Oh. Fucking fuck. I look at Annie.
I'm trying to climb out of this hole.
Do I at least
I'm going
finish
to-
casting my spell?
Nope, probably not.
You don't finish casting your spell by the time you start hearing more voices, yips, and howls.
As the voices get closer, I start to panic as I do my ritual.
I'm going to actually stay calm in the situation, look at Annie, think to myself, I'm not strong enough to lift you up. Is there anything nearby for me to climb up on before to kind of protect, like...
She's next to a tree, so yeah, you can climb on that.
I'm gonna look at Annie and I'm just gonna say, okay, I'm gonna climb up on this tree, use it to pull yourself up, and I'm gonna try to protect you while this is happening. And I climb up the tree with my short bow.
Yeah, I assume it's gonna take an extra turn for me to get out of this hole.
Motherfucker.
Hopefully if I roll well.
Yeah, you're just gonna take a turn, but they're not on top of you yet.
Okay.
You also don't know how many of them there are right around.
Can I try hiding as well?
Okay, am I gonna have to stop my ritual?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Alright, so as soon as that happens, I stop my ritual, and I'm going to prepare to cast a spell as an action and not wait 10 minutes. Thing approaching.
I still have my short bow, my arrow and my short bow.
Now I'm holding my spellcasting focus.
Say I'm holding my action to shoot anything that is not friendly.
Excuse me.
I'm holding my action to cast heroism on myself and my dog.
Good luck. Hopefully once I get out of this hole, draw my swords.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, that is.
I'm gonna prepare to cast firebolt.
Right now, you guys don't see any of these gnolls approaching, but you do hear the yips and such coming. Where are you guys gonna stand? I made this little islandy thing over here.
Okay, I'll look into the twitchy.
Yeah.
Where would that be?
I mean, let's see where they are, but I'm going to prepare my action to just launch my first arrow at anything that I see coming towards us, basically. Oh, I'm guessing. What is? Okay, so what are these brown things?
Those are trees.
Which one is Annie by?
The bottom right one.
Then I'm gonna be on that one.
And A right over here.
Where is this map again?
Twitch.
Ah,
It is on the
If you-
Twitch.
Yeah, if you look at my link in Twitch, it should be like right there-ish. Annie, so we've got Scratch, who's gonna be in the trees. So there are a couple of trees for cover. Other than that, there is water all around you guys. You're not sure how deep it all is, but this is definitely kind of mushy ground.
Huh, that should be fun.
Scratch is in
Could
a
I
tree.
just try to hide behind the nearest tree?
Okay. So let's put you.
where is this? Where is this map?
From the Twitch.
Yes.
Twitches.
Okay.
Twitchies. The twitching twitches.
Whoa. Solara actually will move up a little bit. She'll try crouching low, but. And of course, she's right next to Sir Weaselton is right there too.
Oh, that should be a good time.
Set? You not? Okay. I suppose I'm just going to put you in the center right now. So you guys have all readied some actions.
Yes.
However, there seem to be a few of them kind of peeking out over to from where that other place is, that other mound.
Alright, I see it. Sorry, I was going to auras, not yours.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Only one streaming visibly, so I got kind of confused. It's alright.
Well, guys. Fuck one whole
Prepare.
job.
Guess we'll prepare for battle.
Well, one way or another, they're gonna find us, and they're gonna get you.
So there seems to be 4 of them that are moving forward.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to.
But you guys get your prepared actions to go off first, and then we will get initiatives. So we'll just start from left to right here. So, Woe, what was yours?
I haven't rolled yet. 1 sec. That's a 22.
Okay, and you were firebolting one of the gnolls?
Yeah. Sorry, I just gotta scroll around now because it's being shit.
Oh no. But a 22 will hit.
That's 8 damage.
8 on... call that C. No, let's call that B. Alright, and Glabob?
I will cast Heroism at 2nd level on myself and Oprah.
Okay.
Gain 6 temporary hit points, and so does they.
Anything else?
That will be all.
Okay. Annie, what are you doing?
Getting out of a hole. Other than that,
It's very unceremoniously just pulling yourself out, and you're covered in
just crap.
crap all over the place. Ugh. Your underside is not feeling great.
No, I assume I'm gonna require a good bath after this.
Probably a few. And Scratch, what are you doing?
I'm going to. Well, I have my hour prepared, but I'm going to bonus action hide first. Try to make sure where I am is not seen by them first.
Okay.
Just to kind of see what they do before they act before this. So I'm still going to keep holding my action, basically. I'm going to keep holding that action.
Alright, so we're going to go into initiatives then.
Woo!
Yeah, woohoo, initiative.
And where was that? That is that. Okay.
I got a 21 for mine.
I also got a 21. Go ahead, my bad.
Sorry, no, I got a 10.
10.
I got a 20. Go ahead, my bad, sorry.
I got a 23. Okay, you can say yours next. Sorry for interrupting.
It's okay.
No
Scratch got a
problem.
21.
You're not sitting around a table. You don't know when other people's mouths are moving.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a 23 as well.
Okay. Solara rolled not very much. And the enemies rolled something. So it looks like Glabob is up first.
Oh, your dex is higher than mine?
I have 4
You got a
decks.
23.
Yes.
But so did I.
I heard
Well,
a 21 from you, sorry.
Oh no, it's 23.
Who do you want to go first? I mean, I believe we get to just decide among
I believe
ourselves.
Scratch has a better dex than you.
Oh, I thought the rules were that we just got to pick.
That's just the same modifier.
Well, you can go first then.
I'm going to shoot the first guy. I'm going to shoot the nearest one to where my group is. So I guess this one here. That's kind of the lowercase g, below the lowercase g's.
Okay.
That one lowercase g.
Gonna ready my shot and just. Pachoo! Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit.
Okay. That is 1d6 plus 5. That is 7 points of piercing damage, and I believe I get assassinate on him because I am attacking before he is.
Attacking before they've acted in the round, correct?
Yeah.
They've technically acted in the round because they moved up. You guys all kind of did things, but this was to make sure that happened. This is not an unaware fight.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well,
So
I
you
mean-
shoot at that one?
yeah.
It grabs the arrow and shoots it back at you.
Oh.
Alright.
That would be a... Does an 18 hit you?
18 does hit me.
Okay. And was that a longbow or a short bow?
I have a short bow.
Short bow. So that's 4 points of damage right back at you.
Oh, for God.
I just kind of look at it and think to myself, fuck. Bonus action hide. Okay, so I just think to myself, okay, so range isn't the ideal idea here. That is a 27 for stealth.
Okay. You are hiding, and stuff is happening. Okay, so after Scratch would be Globbob then?
Bob is next. How far away is that Mr. G?
They're actually pretty close. They're about 40 feet away.
Right. As I see them, I'm going to chuck a good old alchemist. It's not raining anymore, correct?
Correct.
Fire
It is wet all
away.
over the place, but yeah.
Yes, and alchemist fire could still work. So I'm gonna chuck one at the closest one to me.
You're gonna chuck one of those?
Alchemist fire, yeah.
That was 40 feet, I said, right?
Yes, I believe I can throw it 60 feet.
Damn. Got an arm on you.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Are you sure it's not 60 with a disadvantage?
Give me fire.
You can throw this flask up to 20 feet.
That's my mistake. Walking 20 feet forward, and then I'm gonna throw it at him.
Okay.
You true. Wait a second. Woke up.
Wait.
Now I can.
My reticle's not lining up. Alright, we're good. I'm on my dog, by the way, just using them as a mount.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make an attack roll. Make that attack roll. Is a 20 hit them.
20 is going to hit that general direction. Where are you throwing that?
Throwing it right on, like, that Knoll's just face, if I can land it there.
John.
There's four knolls.
Freaking John Wick the Knoll, apparently.
I'll get it. The Knoll that's in the front of the pack.
Okay.
Fucking John Wick.
Point, he's gonna take fire damage. How much fire damage? 2 points of fire damage, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 points of fire damage.
2 points of fire damage.
And he's gonna keep taking that fire damage until he dies.
Or he puts it out.
Or puts it out.
That
He
is
could
also
ver-
true.
He could very well do that. But right
He
now,
just sink into the water and come back up perfectly clean.
Where did this notebook come from? I don't want that notebook.
either way, there is now fire on him.
Yes. Fire on that one. Where did the notebook just go? There it is.
You don't know about your book.
What the fucking hell?
Okay.
Yeah, it's sitting on my notebook.
Okay.
Did you lose a book?
Hi,
Weird.
Patty.
Yeah, a notebook.
That's Patty.
Hmm.
How
Sad.
did that happen?
It's bizarre. I mean,
Well, apparently the one I had in my hand, I wasn't using.
Hey,
probably
Got to have flipped
Check
to the
your-
wrong page.
check your other hand.
that's all. The second place to check is your head, then your desk, then any other obvious
There we
place.
Well, I've got 5 notebooks here for this.
Fair enough.
So,
That is true.
yeah.
Well, either way, as my bonus action, I'm gonna do our good friend Annie and give them some bardic inspiration. Take a 1d6 if you need it.
Wait.
Such That's so dead inside sweet.
Wait.
Don't fuck up, and I give you a bardic inspiration die. And that's my movement. Although I can move another 20 feet, I don't really think I will. I'm just gonna end my turn right there.
I'm sure gnolls have a pretty good moving speed as well.
I don't think it'd really be worth it to move back.
They got a
20
pretty
feet
good
again.
catching arrows out of the sky, freaking.
I assume their dex is good.
That was bizarre, but man, they must be good at catching things.
Annie, you are up.
Well, I guess I'll move forward and ready myself, because I don't... Because they're, what, 40 feet away?
From you, they're actually about 60 feet away.
Alright, so I'm gonna move up my 30.
Just 30?
That's all I... Oh, no, I can double dash.
Yeah.
So, I think I'll move up just ahead of Solaris, Woe, and everybody else. Glop-ups?
Hello.
Right over there look good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take the brunt of it, and they can be my backup.
So you moved up for that. That was that. And then... that one gets to go. So the one that's on fire... moves through the water. And then right up on top of Annie.
Woo!
Fuck, that was
Is he still on fire?
Nope.
Not on fire. That's a shame.
Not on fire.
No.
Although covered in swamp water and mud and stuff, but it's actually got a nice thick branch that he's gonna thwack at you with.
Oh, what the hell?
Okay, so that's a 21. Does that hit?
Dude, yes.
Okay. So that means you are going to take 8 points of damage. And then it's going to bite you.
Oh, lovely.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
That's 7 points of damage as he bites.
Ow.
Thwacks you with the staff and then bites you like in the shoulder. Not happy about just being burned and grumbles.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll fix that.
The other 3 ones that are still on the other bank draw their bows and start shooting at people. So, Glop Bob, you're gonna take the first one of these. Or not. That one's actually going to hit the one that's on Annie.
Oh! He rolled a 1.
It must have rolled pretty badly.
Very badly.
Dodge that little
one's
shit.
not happy about that.
You know what? Cheers! Cheers to the enemy with the
Cheers to
natural
being
one.
hit by your own friends.
Scratch this. Dodge that, you little shit.
So much for having friendly fire on.
One goes after Solara. That one rolls pitifully, and then one goes after Sir Weaselton. That one hits, though.
Aw.
Why does everybody bully Sir Weaselton?
What is that number to hit Sir Weaselton, and what is his armor class?
His AC is not that great.
I won't deflect the damage. It's probably not worth it.
Yeah, his AC is only a 12, so...
Oh, he is animal.
He is an animal, so...
Too.
But he took... I don't think I'd rolled that, so that and that. So Sir Weaselton does take an arrow, and he's not happy.
Hopefully it's not to the knee.
Probably going right to that one that shot him at him-ish, words thing. Next is Woe.
Whoa, sweet.
I'm gonna step out of hiding and I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray at the 3 archers.
Okay.
So that's 21 to hit. An 18 to hit. And a 24 to hit.
And that's gonna hit on all of them.
Awesome. That is 6 damage.
And what to the rest of them?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you just rolled 1 to all
No,
of
they're
them.
3
Sorry.
separate attacks. So they're each rolled differently.
This one is 11.
Second one is 11.
Yep. And the last one is a 9.
The last one's a 9. That
And-
second one's not doing well.
I'm done then.
Okay. So after you is Solara and Sir Weaselton. Okay. Sir Weaselton does not like that he just got shot. He bounds his way across to the other side of the bank and goes and bites at that one.
So it's a
And-
weasel on dog fight.
Misses terribly.
Ah.
Solara doesn't like that he just did that, but there's not too much she can do. She goes to actually attack the gnoll that was hit by Woe to be able to try and take him down. Good. Deals just enough damage and stabs him in the face and he falls. But she also moves towards Annie to be able to try and protect the rest of the group. So that was bottom of the round. So that brings us back up to scratch.
Is Annie by the knoll?
Yep. Well, Annie's next to the knoll. Yeah.
You know.
Scratch.
You know.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm next to that no.
And that
Oh.
ain't all.
What is it? Who's his Z? What is his Z? Is his Z so Weaselton?
Yes.
So Weaselton.
I get it.
I
It's
can't
funny.
use a W for him, and I can't use an S for Solara.
Scratch could just be a T.
That doesn't make sense. Then what am I gonna put the trolls at?
Damn it, you're right. Scratch could, I know what Scratch could be. Scratch could be an onomatopoeia, just a sound effect. Scratch is going to think, hold back her thirsting bloodlust for somebody fucking shooting her with her own arrow. And just take another arrow and aim towards the one that's a weasel and is fighting. It's like, okay, fine, fucking dodge this one here, shoots. I don't believe I get sneak attack because it's near that, so because it's a melee attack, so that's just going to be.
Sneak attack is not necessarily a melee attack.
Hmm. Oh,
I believe you have to be within 30 feet, though.
how far away am I? Actually, no, it doesn't have a range on a sneak attack. As long as an enemy of the person I'm shooting is within 5 feet of them, I get this extra. I get this.
There you go. Yeah, you get your sneak attack on that because Sir Weaselton's on him.
Good luck.
Okay, that is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
That hits real good.
I hope so, but the other time it could have hit too.
Fair enough. I'm cutting words your attack. Okay, no.
Okay, that is
Well, the other time it did hit, he just grabbed it with his hand and whipped it back at you.
10, and
Oh.
on my sneak attack, that is 21 points of piercing damage to this one.
Ooh, that one's dead.
Shoots it, and I look directly at the gnoll who fucking caught my arrow, and I say, and just kind of mouth to him, "You're next." To him, before he's like, "The fuck."
Roll intimidation.
Actually, I'm gonna roll intimidation just for fluffing this. Ooh, that is actually pretty good intimidation. That's a 19.
You're gonna hate this. The
Go
one
ahead.
that you're trying to intimidate is not paying any attention to you.
That's fine. That's fine by me. I just
The
kind of want to
other
be.
archer, though, is really scared.
This is my little fury.
I just imagine like she's on this branch, just kicking and screaming and just hooting and
Because
I
hollering.
think that bleeds us to Globbup.
It does. Globbob's gonna look at this guy who just attacked Annie and yell, "You suck!" as I cast Vicious Mockery.
Is it a save they have to make?
The Wisdom save and throw.
Wisdom save. What's the DC?
14.
14. He rolled a whole 4.
He is very viciously mocked. He's gonna take 4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Ooh. Is it just the next attack roll?
On his next attack roll, I
Your
believe
fur looks
it's
like
just
crap,
that.
and you'll never have a
And
mate.
he might be mad at me. I don't know.
That's still really good. So.
Words. I'm going to
so-
look at Annie and say, "Shake it off," as I'm gonna cast Healing Word. For just first level, not to waste too many spell
Shake
slots.
it off. Shake it off.
You're gonna get 7 hit points back, Annie.
Oh, nice.
Movement, not moving anywhere.
Okay.
So that is the turn of mine. Moving on.
What was
Next
it?
is
7
Annie.
health?
Never mind. Continue.
How much health did I get? Sorry.
You get 7 hit points back.
I'm going to attack the one that's on me.
Will Roft, you did say you wanted to leave a little early. It is about 10:30, and I'm probably going to call it after this fight.
Yeah, I should probably leave sometime soon.
Yeah, probably.
If this runs into, like...
A
I'll
natural
dip it
21?
then. Ugh.
Just giving you a warning, because you gave me a warning, so.
And I'm glad you did. I almost lost track of time.
We should make quick work of this. What, 21 to hit?
The one right in front of you?
Yes.
Yes, that hits.
There's a d6. 6 damage.
6 damage.
Then gonna hit it again. $25.
25 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. That kills him.
He's gone.
Yeah, you can't deflect sword blows.
Lass.
Fuck your monk levels.
So that was Annie. Next is not that one, but the other one that's still around. And it's running scared.
Kill it.
It actually puts away its bow and pulls out a spear and comes charging towards Annie. Because he just saw his good buddy die. And he says, "For Yakir Ladonus!" Oh. And he crit.
Oh,
I'll think... Yeah, I can cutting words the damage if I really want to. Although I don't think I can make a crit not hit.
Yeah.
I'm not able to defend him, am I?
His attack is what your defense is. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So, you don't roll anything to defend. He gets 15 points of damage off on you.
Oh shit!
Just
Annie.
charges forward with reckless abandon and just stabs you right in the chest with his spear.
My reaction, cutting words, not the. I'm gonna cut. Can I cutting words the damage she's taking?
Yep.
To do that, and he only take 11 damage.
So after that is Solara and Sir Weaselton. Solara throws some daggers and stabs him a whole lot. So Weaselton bounds across the other way and bites at him furiously. Let's see, so that's 12. That's enough to kill this weasel. Or, not the weasel.
Oh no!
No.
No.
The weasel killed the gnoll.
Good.
In bloody glory, gnollish victory for the weasel. Not happy that it got all wet because of all of this stuff. But you guys do hear there's more sounds of howling a little bit to the north.
Alright, so
They
the rest of the pack's coming
alerted
for
of
us.
you guys.
I now put 2 and 2 together. Oh,
That was the howling you're hearing in the distance, apparently.
I wasn't. Ah, makes sense.
Make a lot of sense.
And I think we're going to call this session right there.
Yes.
And you guys can continue on with these fights, etc. next time.
This is where I draw a bow and leave, because stuff tomorrow. I'll see you people later.
See you later. Thank you for hanging out with us, hon.
Yep.
No problem. See you later.
Good fight. Not much for the fight. However, going and talking to the guards, that was a good move on you guys. So we'll go 250 experience.
Nice. That'll carry us to 4,500.
Yes.
And you guys definitely have some fights ahead of you.
Mhm.
Yay.
I would suspect as such. No. Just it for me.
That was a good idea to go back, guys. Good job.
It was definitely worth it.
Yeah, I commend you all for that. I think it was Woo's idea, wasn't it?
No, it was not my idea.
No,
Oh.
it was mine, oddly enough.
Oh, then wonderful. Nice.
Something was off.
You definitely stopped their owls.
I mean, that's a lot better than the gnolls just ambushing you, so.
True.
Yeah, at least we got some information. We got to know what the issue was.
Well, that
You
was
know
a
what they're
lucky
doing?
20 that caught them, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a lucky 20.
Bye, honey. Have a safe trip.
And we're getting paid for something that I think we would have done for free.
Well, we would have ended up doing it for free.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't talk much in the game. I just don't know what to say sometimes because you guys are fucking weird.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
You have contributed definitely enough. It's okay. Don't feel bad
Yeah.
about it.
Well, I get it. I mean, that's why you kind of set your character up that way, isn't it?
A
Yeah.
little bit. Just so you know, when you guys are talking about weird shit, I always picture Woe in the background, like, staring at you, like, why am I in this group?
I
And,
just
like,
assume, like, the look of devastation's on her face as we go off on these weird tangents.
Why do I know these people?
Why am I here?
Associate.
Can I please walk
I'm
away?
just the weirdest group out here.
I assume, like, everybody thinks that we've kept Woe as, like, some type of slave at this point in time. She just...
I mean, okay, let's see what we have. We have a wild lady, 2 very disturbing goblins, a edgelord drow, and then we have a tiefling. We're not necessarily the nicest looking group.
No.
I look
not.
adorable though, so, you know.
I mean, to a person who doesn't like tieflings and things with horns, you don't look adorable. Racism is a
I'm
thing.
an exception to everyone, man. I'm fucking adorable.
Ah, you think you're fucking cute, don't you? Bitch, I'm adorable.
Bitch, I'm 60!
So, what's everybody's plan for tonight?
Drinking a little bit more, having some pizza. Other than that, not much for plans.
Did we want to hop into Borderlands?
That was fun last night. I could continue to do that.
That's fine by me, and now that I have more time, I can actually play a little longer.
Unfortunately, Goat does not has the Borderlands.
No, but I think Goat has Wizards of Legend now, don't you?
I do.
Do
Nice.
we want to deal with that?
Oh no, you can't. You can't. That's a local play. That's a LAN only game, sadly. But the thing is, I think I found a thing that lets you play with friends online.
Which
Yeah,
one
that
did you
game
find?
just screams multiplayer. I don't know why.
I know. But
I
think
haven't
it's
played
because-
much of it, by the way. I suck at it.
I suck terribly. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I'll tell you this. It took me like 50 tries before I even got anywhere near decent. And I'm not.
50? Oh, fuck. I'm way beyond that.
I love this game a lot. I really do. It's like my favorite right now because it's just so much fun.
It's
And
really
I'll
easy
buy
to just
Borderlands.
jump in and blow stuff up, you know?
Yes.
Explosion!
And with the new update, it's so much more interesting.
Yeah, I heard before it kind of sucked.
Hey. I mean,
So
yeah,
it says my other DM.
Oh. Well, they can go suck a fuck. There you go.
I'm gonna tell them that.
My DM
Oh,
says
but
that.
I-
If that's the case, then they might actually get the reference. Which would be cool.
oh, but I'm the snitch. I'm okay with Borderlands though, if anybody wants to play that.
I could do more Borderlands.
Yeah. Get everything hopped over to that, and
It was kind of fun to hop in there, so yeah, maybe.
Is Saka Brook from Donnie Darko?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
References.
that
Yeah,
was
your
such a
references.
messed up movie.
I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
Watch it.
It's just weird.
Definitely.
Actually, let me see if I have watched it, because I've watched a bunch of movies without context or names.
Donnie Darko would definitely stick out. Weird, creepy rabbit dude and
Yeah, the
water
creepy
tower.
rabbit dude.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
That's Donnie Darko.
Okay, then yes, I do know about that.
Okay.
Also, frickin' monk, with your deflect missiles and your deflect missiles.
I played a monk for 2.5 years and I have never caught a fucking arrow. I was so angry when that happened.
That sucks.
Oh! Don't you have? Isn't it like a deck save or something?
No, it's you roll to reduce the damage, and if you reduce it to 0, you can throw it back.
Wow, that's pretty nice, actually.
It is really
Yeah.
nice.
It's like
So
a D10 plus your monk level.
Let me see.
So
That's
later
neat.
on, it actually gets hard to do, but it still helps.
It's a D10
Lot.
plus your Dex modifier plus your monk level.
Yeah.
So, let's say, I mean, certain things you can't, and also it's up to your DM to decide if you could catch the missile as well.
hmm
He throws a
I-
boulder. Can I catch it? No. Aww.
I actually had a player catch a cannonball.
Oh shit!
Holy shit.
The cannonball rolled really badly, and he rolled really well.
But
Damn.
the cannonball can only do nothing but roll.
That's rad as fuck, boy.
Like, yeah, I did not expect that at all. That was crazy.
Your name from now on is the Boom.
The boom.
What is the amazing person's name? Character name.
I forget the character name. He actually died like 2 sessions later.
Wow.
Oh,
He went out in a blaze of glory, though.
that's
I mean,
good.
I mean, yeah,
Well-
I guess.
How'd he
Well,
die?
see, the thing was that they kind of botched this attack on this camp that was, it was entirely populated by Slod.
Oh no, fuck that.
They didn't realize how many Slod there were.
Fuck.
There was like a good 30 of them in this camp.
Oh,
Fuck Slad. Fuck
And-
Slad.
They were set up to be able to sneak in and take out a few and kind of go through these and figure out where they need to go and kind of like not get the entire encampment on them. But the sorcerer had a different idea. And he thought, I'm just gonna fly in and I'm just gonna start fireballing everything and it's gonna be crazy. This was after the party decided to stealth.
Oh. Well,
that's one
Monk
of
was near the middle of town. And he actually was taking out one of these slots, like bare hands, just about took him down. When the sorcerer ended up just throwing his fireballs down, got hit midair with another fireball, died, and his corpse fell right next to the monk. The monk was brothers with the sorcerer.
Oh.
So he just fucking went enraged and started just beating the shit out of all of these fucking dudes until they finally overwhelmed him.
Well then.
So he didn't matrix this as a bunch of Smiths, but he tried to.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's epic as fuck. But goddammit, sorcerer.
God
I mean, no, Ed was a really cool character. He played a Tabaxi, another epic death that he did. He played a Tabaxi that basically ended up getting this explosive that was supposed to be able to seal off this mine, but instead decided to grab onto it, run back into the mine, and blow up. I forget what the hell it was. I think it was an Umber Hulk or something like that.
Oh, fuck.
Like, shoved it into his mouth as it exploded.
Well then. Well, it's dead. I'd hope.
He made sure it was dead.
Is it dead? I don't know, but you are. Oh, fuck. Fuckity fuck.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's fun.
Boy, alright. So, I'm gonna get my stuff prepared for Borderlands if
Yeah,
that's what
sure. I've got to get some stuff ready for food
Alright.
and then pop that up. Sure.
Well, we'll continue stream in probably about 5-10 minutes.
Yep,
Yep.
I guess.
Move over to general.
We might pop into Catnip so Catnip can have a proper tutorial. I think was something me and Addie were talking about.
So you want to
Maybe.
start? You want to start fresh from let Catnip play, and we'll join him for his start from fresh.
We all start a new character.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Just let him keep his 0. There's no real reason
I mean,
why not.
it's up to him, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that because the thing is, he made a 0 for your one. He'll be able to play start from his campaign, from his one, and start fresh with a buffed out character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If anything,
fine.
it helps him, and at least
Yeah,
I've
that's
got to
fine.
hang up. Yeah. So
That's
we'll
fine.
propose that idea up to him.
Yeah, jump over there. We'll do that. We'll hop over in general in a minute. I gotta make some food. And
Yeah.
buy my stream. Hugs, loves. This was fun.
Bye, everybody.
Fuck that Noel in particular.
Yep, fuck that, Noel.